Hey everybody, welcome to Dork Tales. It is Wednesday night. I hope you're feeling all right. I am your Dungeon Master, Kelly, and tonight we are playing generic fantasy setting number 17735, also known as the Shards of Nirn. So, this is season 2. There, I closed it. Now it's all working. Let's try that again. From the top. Hello everyone, welcome to generic fantasy setting number 17735. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kelly, and this is the chronicle known as Shards of Nirn. We are in our second season now, and I hope you like that introduction. We're going to keep trying to have better ones out there as we advance through the plot. So tonight, let me catch you up on what's been going on. As the team was traveling north toward the town of Onion in search of an ancient gold dragon that had set up shop in this small village, they encountered a beer festival at a small town called Draco. Draktoberfest, it was called. They decided to go and enjoy themselves, and in the process were recruited by the local baron to acquire 12 missing casks. Was it 12 or 6? It was 12, right?
12.
Yeah, I was say it's a 12-pack. 12 missing... Yeah, that's part of the joke. You're going out to grab a 12-pack for the baron. I know. So, going and picking up 12 casks, kegs of beer that had been stolen from him because he is, of course, a brewer in his own right and proud of it. And then in that, you all came across the cursed land of Fallenmore, which was slowly creeping its way into the duchy, or the barony. I'm on a roll tonight. It's been a long day at work, everybody. Hey, it's going to be a great night, though. You, most recently, traveling through the cursed lands of Fallenmore, came across a group of mercenaries who had been hired to guard the border and hunt direwolves. However, it hadn't been just direwolves they'd been hunting, as you enjoyed a nice brew with them that tastes just wonderful. So wonderful that you imagine that it could be no beer save for the Baron's beer. You all heard howling in the distance. The beer had apparently been seized by werewolves. You went to investigate, fighting a pair of werewolves and capturing both without slaying them. Congratulations. And now are in a situation where you believe your mercenary, not enemy, not friends, your frenemies back there, may have the beer, and you're being paid 1,000 gold pieces for its return. So, with that, why don't we give some introductions? We'll start with you.
What the hell are you throwing at me?
Your inspiration.
I think.
Man, we're on top of it tonight.
Are you inspired to start us off on the intros?
Not really now. I'm feeling kind of offended. I'm getting stuff thrown at me.
We get stuff thrown at
Without
us
warning.
all the time.
Yeah, that's how I show love.
Oh, I caught that.
You caught my love.
I caught your
Let's
love.
start on that end. Hey,
I'd start with Mike then.
who are you?
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike, and I'm playing Xenoptropher Right Wing, our half-elf ranger.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. This is Dork.
Hi, Mike.
Welcome to Dork Tales.
Welcome to Dork Tales. I am not the DM. I'm not that cool.
Thank you. I need it. Anyway, continue down the row.
Hi, I'm Winter. I'm playing Marsal or Mars, the group's tiefling rogue. Nothing is my fault.
Everything
Is your fault.
I think I will cause problems on purpose.
T-shirt.
How's that? Oh my god.
I get it.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I'm playing Tia Armstrong, the half-orc druid.
And hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Malia Sunsworn, the dwarf cleric.
Cool. All right, so you all have your inspiration, and I just need to make sure that I am near some of these. Cool, Monster Manual. Volo, here we go. All right. So, if this is your first time tuning in, remember that we have a back catalog of 26 episodes at this point. And they're usually a little more streamlined. We were having a lot of trouble with the green screen tonight because I'm in my DM hut. And I'm wearing a very bright red shirt now, which explains how bad the problems were. I was wearing a beautiful Keanu Reeves shirt earlier.
It was beautiful.
It was fantastic. I love that shirt.
No, you're beautiful.
Oh.
There we go. And you're beautiful, dear viewer. So I hope you enjoy my new shirt and my beautiful white-lined muscles. Oh, actually, that wasn't half. I'm so pale. Although this angle's pretty good, like.
Yeah, you look super swole.
Right? I'm very swole. It's from carbs. It's swollen. All right, so why don't we jump back in, and I'm just going to do one thing real quick. So pardon me, viewer. I'm just going to move this down to there, because Christine was coming in a little quiet at the beginning, and I know Mike's loud. All right.
Yes.
And this moves it a little closer to me, so I can be like, hey, everybody, how's it going? Hello! All right, dorks. Let's see who's in our stream right now. We can say hi to Michael.
Hello.
No, the other Michael.
Yes.
All right, so I think that we can just jump right into the story. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So tonight is going to be, definitely weird. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to drink this coffee in silence real quick and level up.
And I should get my dice out.
Oh, by the way, Amy, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You turned 20 years old,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and you have a new friend.
Yours.
You have a friend that's joining the party
I
now.
do, yes, and I need to get my dice out.
Is that Kellen Zarda?
I don't know.
Fire out of his belly.
Did you give me a dragon?
I didn't give you a
After
dragon
yourself?
with a name, but I looked. Hold on.
I know. Does this look like Kelly?
Hold on.
Because everyone knows that Kelly is short for Kellen Zarnak, the dragon. Accurate.
These are
Am I doing my
actually
dragon
wired,
face?
They are, so they kind of like flip.
So you can actually.
Yeah, once you get more of like a tufted beard thing going on, you just gotta. No, very good.
Thankfully, I was able to shave that off. Although, I feel like the last time we had a really nice stream, people were like, that DM has a nice beard, and then I shaved it off like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
I had a lot of trepidation about that. I'm like, that one viewer was really happy about my beard.
You'll grow it back.
Yeah.
You know what? I am getting tired of this shaving every other day thing.
Yeah.
Growing up,
Yeah.
you save so much money having a beard.
You really do.
Wow.
Like, only having to shave the bottom part?
Yeah, and your neck, you can use the same razor for like 2 months.
Yeah, it's like, done.
Nobody cares.
And it takes 30 seconds. You done.
Yeah, just as long as you don't like mess it up.
Yeah. It's like, whoop, done, now I'm presentable to the world. I'm not the caveman. Which, I'm caveman right now.
So having a beard for guys is like winter legs for girls, where
Yeah.
you just shave the
I
ankles.
was gonna be like, what are you talking about?
Winter legs.
We're just talking
and
about
you don't shave anything else. And you see how long your hair can get over the winter.
We're just talking about your legs, Winter.
They're nice legs.
They're-
Did you try
You know what? I actually have never checked out your legs. Are they nice?
Yeah, I just.
No, it's really weird because every time that we're in a place where Winter would be wearing a costume that shows off her legs, usually I'm also wearing a costume that shows off my legs, and I end up just showing mine off because my calves are so bad they've damaged my ankle. Or my calves are so good they've damaged my ankle.
I don't know.
No, when I'm trying to show off my legs, I'm usually also wearing like heels.
That's my thing. I'm gonna do that
And
next.
it's like
That-
legs and booty.
You just need to wear some, yeah.
I mean, that's what I do when I try to show off my legs. I just throw on a pair of stilettos and,
and then
those
you
things
get
look
legs
amazing.
and booty.
yeah. Except I don't get booty anyway.
I know.
Mine, pancake.
Heels will give you booty.
Not
True.
me.
Should I edit this out when this goes up on podcast?
Your choice.
Yeah,
It's up to
probably.
you.
50-50.
I mean, people might find it entertaining.
All right.
You know what's really funny, Amy?
What?
That dragon blends completely into the wall except for the yellow.
Yeah, it is
It's really
true.
funny.
Stealth dragon.
Yeah, like personally, like when I'm listening to like
Very
podcasts of games, I like it when like I like hearing the players are like normal people.
Man, I had a bit of time getting into the McElroy brothers, and I guess McElroys, because like Adventure Zone, because of how much like bullshitting they did in the first couple episodes. But then I skipped a season into like a new arc, and like I just love the hell out of them. I really do. So if you guys are listening, I know you're not listening to this, but if you do, you're good. You're really good at what you do, and it's inspiring. It's nice. You have a dragon on your head.
I do. Should I move it?
Let's get into games.
Yeah, let's roll some plays. All right. So now I bring you... I didn't do the thing. I was going to do the big intro, and then I was going to be like, welcome to episode 4, Hut Topic. Which is the name of this episode is Hut Topic, because I think it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so good. All right.
And it's dark and broody.
It's dark and broody outside, too. And if it gets too hot, please open that door.
You got it.
Yeah. As you watch the moon overhead, clouds over, and as that thick cloud cover passes by, the moon has already shifted down from the full moon to a waning gibbous. Time in this land is stupid, you all realize. As your companion Farah, the gold dragon in a human form, well, humanoid form, stands next to you. You healed her before the end of game, right?
I shoved the healing potion.
You shoved the
in her
healing
face.
potion.
I don't
Cool.
think we've done anything else beyond that yet.
No, we didn't have a time.
She coughs into her hands a bit, thanking you kind of breathlessly as you do when you just came out of a werewolf's jaws.
Yeah, that happens.
And you are in the center of the clearing next to the hut of the 2 werewolves, both of which are collapsed, bloodied, and naked on the ground.
And no longer werewolves, it seems.
One of them has been stunned down by your moon power.
Did you use... I thought you used your other...
She only used remove curse on the man.
I thought we did on both.
I thought she did it on both.
Did you use
Yeah.
remove curse on
Used
both?
another one.
I think so.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
guilted me into doing it, so I was
And then-
Oh,
like,
okay.
fine.
I didn't. I was
and
going to
then
leave her as
we
a
heard
werewolf.
more howls and we're like, oh no.
And I was like, great, I used my last 3rd level guys. You are dicks. Sorry.
Fair
For
enough.
the record, I said we should leave her.
That's fair.
Yeah, you know what? Why don't we just leave and draw these guys back to those other guys who we're probably going to have to fight with to get the beer from?
I agree.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have more than that one cask.
Yeah.
They seem very shifty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did.
But that's also...
We only have 1 cask. Yeah.
They
In
could
what
help us
world?
with these werewolves. I know they don't want to, but they could.
I think they should.
I sure think that
Considering
perhaps...
it sounds like they killed one.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the one they killed
And
was
ate
this
it.
couple's child. Considering the toys we found on the floor.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Mars ate it.
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting, Mars.
I'd like a perception check off of everyone.
And me?
Off of, yeah, even you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Perception. That's
12?
not bad.
12.
24.
Okay, I think I know.
21.
Oh, boy.
All right, so you 20s. 12 Mars.
Ah.
As you're looking around, you will find each of these... The 2 of you are going to be distracted, actually. You and Zeno. Both of these middle-aged, naked former werewolves have a particular brand on their hip.
Can you describe it?
Absolutely. It's shaped like a pair of letters. It is... There we go. In very ornate script, it's a sigil with some type of... You think it's a bat? And the letters V-L.
BL.
Wait, wasn't that the Count's initials?
Vistin Latyo. So it's this bat with the letters beneath it, inside of a large circle. The entire thing about the size of the palm of your hand.
And it's like a brand.
Oh. Would we have seen that sigil while we were at Drachenfest with his area that had been not
That's the Baron.
Baron? Is that not who we're talking about?
No,
No.
the Count.
Oh, the
It was the vampire Count.
Yes.
The Baron is the Dragonborn Baron Baron Van Lindnorm.
That's probably why I got confused.
Oh yeah, that is a VL then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although to be fair, Ven is the equivalent around these parts of Vaughn or Van.
Yeah, then I just got confused.
No,
Right?
it's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the
There's a
vampire Count.
lot. That's really funny that they're VL too. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that when I was plotting this.
Okay, so we're talking the vampire count,
Yeah.
not the Baron.
Yes, the
Okay.
vampire. There's a bat on the symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
makes
just
sense.
gonna put it out there that dumbly.
The hood there.
Yeah,
What's
that's
his face?
the Count.
So did he own them or did he?
Oh,
make them?
crap. Probably.
Guys, more
We
howling.
gotta
Let's
get
go.
going.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The two of you, as you listen to the howling, here's what you're going to notice with that impeccable roll. You listen to the howl in the distance, and it echoes on the breeze.
There's more coming.
And then you think about that for half a second from your history, and you, as a druid, you are going to hear the sound of footfalls and branches breaking in the distance.
Wait a minute. Didn't the moon just change?
Moon did just change.
How are you still howling?
And you, as a wolf, or as a druid, wolf howls don't echo.
No. It's not an echo, there's more. There's
No, that sounds like an echo.
It does sound like an echo.
It sounds like an echo into the night. It sounds wrong to your keen half-orc ears.
Well, that's weird.
And you will hear the sound in the distance of... It sounds like people running through the brush. About a quarter mile back.
Let's fade out, guys. I don't know what's going on. It's not. Let's hide.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm really good at hiding.
Into the forest.
And both of you are going to smell the remnants of a doused fire wafting on the cool breeze.
Mmm.
Oh, those fuckers.
It's them, isn't it? They're running off.
Yeah.
Well,
You-
I mean, if they're moving that fast, they probably aren't able to transport anything.
Well, we better catch up.
Do we hear what sounds like them moving their carts and stuff?
They're about a half mile away.
It's not really...
So she heard a little bit, but it's mostly the smell that reaches you. Dwarf noses are particularly sharp. Do you hurry back? Do you take the bodies? What do you do with the two
Dump
werewolves?
them in the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna sling them in the house and
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds
Close
good.
the door. Lock the door.
they can deal with their own stuff.
If I have to cast mending on the lock or whatever, I'll do that. Whatever is quick.
I don't think we broke anything.
I don't think so. I think the door was already open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was already open and then there was a mess inside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they can deal with that when they wake up.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So you continue back along the path?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the forest.
You're going through the forest itself. Okay?
Well,
Like along the path, but in the forest.
I'm gonna follow the edge of the path because I'm concerned that they've tried to do the quickest obstacle they can in our way. And they've already shown they can do traps.
yeah.
Okay. So do me a
I'm
favor,
gonna
my
follow
friend.
your lead.
Can you make me a... Oh, actually, you're moving as quickly as you can?
Stealthy. As quick as I can, stealthily.
Okay, so you're going to be relying on passive perception, so I need you to make me a dexterity save.
And 12.
Cool. All right, so the three of you and Farah are running down the road, kind of hugging the tree line.
Yeah.
Okay. A
We're
moment...
attempting to be stealthy. Probably.
What's that? Are we
attempting to be stealthy?
You can either run or be stealthy.
Okay.
You can get there quickly, or you can get...
Quickly.
Okay. Basically, you got the two options. The only person who can do like super quick and super stealthy is maybe the rogue.
Mm.
The Gloomstalker's pretty good at not being seen. What'd you get?
25.
25? All right, so you are making your way downtown, walking fast. Faces past, and the face that passes is as you are running alongside of the wood, and you are kind of dancing through the shadows. You will hear this sound in the distance. A little snap echoes, and then you'll hear a groan, almost imperceptible to two of you, but with your trained ear, you will suddenly hear. And Zeno, you are rushing through. You will feel just the slightest graze of the back of your boot as you brush over something, and the canopy beneath you is going to give way, and the world is going to spin, and you are going to find yourself hurled into the air. You are going to take 10 points of damage,
Oh, that's not that
bludgeoning.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. And I need you to make me a Constitution save.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right, you're fine. What you will see is he is invisible when he wants to be in the brush. And as you're running, suddenly you will see him become visible in a shaft of moonlight as a snare wraps around his wraps around his ankle and flips him full up as a tree that was tilted completely over suddenly becomes stock erect and launches him straight up into the sky, slams him against the trunk of a higher tree, and then vaults him back into the ground, where you'll take another 8 points of damage when you hit the ground. So basically, this happens. Ah! And you still have a snare wrapped around your ankle and are dangling about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay,
Is anybody else doing anything? Because I'm going to give you a moment of being stunned by this.
yeah. Wait a minute.
Okay, are you just going to cut yourself down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, maybe come out here with us.
I'm upside down. Sounds good. Cut myself down. Thunk.
Do a dex save now.
That's a 19 off the bat before I...
You'll land on both feet.
Nice.
Glancing down, you can barely see the line that they used to trip that. That's impressive. Remind me what your passive perception is, Michael.
18.
18. That is impressive, then.
Very impressive.
Alright.
And when I get to my feet, can I just chug a healing potion?
Yeah.
As just like a...
Yeah, sure. Waste some money.
I will. That's
Alright, sounds good.
Rich boy.
Two.
I like that you're rolling with this whole rich boy concept now.
Right? That's 2d4s, right?
Yeah, it's 2d4, yeah. Plus
Breaking
2.
your money away.
Wow.
So, 5.
5. It's better than nothing.
Alright, what the rest of you do? You're about halfway there.
I remain hidden.
In the darkness, you can still see the thick plumes of a doused fire with your dark vision rolling up into the sky. It must have been doused just a minute or two ago.
I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go as fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay attention to what's going on around me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they just doused it, I mean, they could have started going and then left somebody behind to catch up.
That's true.
But they also don't have that much time on us.
No.
It's true. So as you're going here, we're going to move from passive into active perception to look for any traps or tracks or anything like that. So why don't I go get a perception roll off of all of us?
16.
16. 16. Nice. You and Farah are on the 16 train.
14.
14.
22.
22. And Michael. Zanofrian.
17.
17. All right. I'm going to start with the highest and work my way down. Malia, what are you doing?
Keep going, but keeping an eye for traps. And ow, I've got sharp elbows.
We all do.
Keeping an eye out for traps at my feet, but I guess just in front of me, really. I won't have time to keep looking around to see if they've left anybody to spot for us.
Okay. So, looking ahead at your feet, you are going to notice that the center trail up ahead, the color doesn't match. In a 5-foot by 15-foot rectangle.
How have they done that so quickly? We've not been gone that long. We walked through
I
here.
know you did.
I'm gonna pick up a rock from the ground and throw it at it
Okay.
from like a good 15.
Can you make me a
20
will
feet away.
save?
Damn it.
Or wisdom save, sorry.
Okay. 21.
As you throw the rock, your mind tries to convince you that the rock falls down into some type of pit, and instead the rock bounces and rolls across solid path. All right, next highest perception roll, I believe was 17?
17.
Okay. Mike, what are you doing? Are you continuing through the woodlands, or are you staying on the road?
I'm with them.
Okay, you are going to see Malia toss a rock on what you realize is a pit trap, only to see the rock roll through it, thereby convincing the rest of you with her effort. What the hell?
Illusion spell.
That didn't feel like an illusion spell to you back there. Looking onward, you can see that you can smell jasmine. Strong and thick on the air. Back when you were in Avakara, this was the smell of the Red Light District. Thick, ruddy jasmine that wafts through the air and clings to clothing in the brothels and the merchants outside that would sell all of the accessories and oils and massage oils, of course, for the massage parlors.
Oh, yes.
And other liquids. The wine vendors. One time when you were a young half-elf, you even purchased some wine from that district, and the heady aroma of this red jasmine had worked its way into the grapes themselves. It tasted like licking wine off of a carpet.
Yeah.
Of course, you drank it because you wanted to be cool.
Ew.
Naturally. And you seemed really cool until you vomited.
Yeah, that's accurate.
That's usually what happens with vomiting. But you can smell, it's this cloying scent that fills the air everywhere. But you see no one else around. The two of you, as you're looking around, the three of us, Farah included, think you can see shadowy figures across the road, the far side. Opposite of where the camp had been. Just that hazy outline of people crouching in the brush. An ambush?
I'm still hidden.
You are still hidden. What do you want to do?
I want to send an arrow into it.
Alright. Give me an attack roll. We can't stop you. You're invisible.
Sweet. Oh, you just hear whispers going like, should I shoot it? Should I shoot it? Yes!
So you're doing 2 shots?
I was just gonna do. Is it 2 per?
Well, you rolled. Oh, you.
That was my.
Never mind. You're rolling both dice together, like we talked about, because you're cool. I forgot.
I'm learning.
Oh my god! I'm so proud.
Okay, so a 16 to hit.
Okay.
And then 4.
That's just me.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 with my d6.
16 to hit.
16 to hit.
All right. So you're going to catch one of the shapes right between the eyes, and it's going to fly backwards, propelled by your motion, and then sag back forward
I hope you
against
guys
the
saw
bush.
that.
You'll see an arrow sail out of the brush near you to across the road and strike one of these figures directly in the center mass of the center forehead. At which point it'll go like this, into the brush in front of it. The others don't move. Lars!
Clay, I think.
Guys, they've already used illusion shit on the roadway.
Yeah.
They're using illusion shit again. They're trying to delay us.
Well, it's working.
Dispel magic?
If you want to try that, yeah.
3rd level?
If you want to.
True. But this is some...
What are you targeting it on specifically?
Is it an area or?
It's a specific target. if I'm not
Choose
mistaken.
creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Yeah, so it would be one thing. It'd be like the roadway, the figures.
I'm gonna walk up to the figures.
All right.
Can I touch one and cast light.
So if you walk over, you can see that there is a helmet jutting out of one of the bushes with an arrow right in the eye slit. It's on a straw dummy.
Touch it, light. It
The s-
now emits light to
The
light up
straw
the others.
dummy is glowing brightly in the brush.
Alright.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
When did they have time to set up straw men?
Perhaps they were always there.
Who knows?
I mean, they could have been here. This could be defenses against something else.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh
good
hey,
point.
I'm being careful.
I think it's a good idea.
So did we figure out what was going on with the rogue?
I don't know. It's obviously not a pit trap, though.
Well, let's just go.
Keep going.
Yeah.
All right.
No. Poke the pit trap?
It's
Hit the
Solid.
bulk trap.
Farah's going to just make her way around the hole
Fair.
and continue going up.
Yeah.
Do you press on?
Yep.
A moment later, you will continue on. You'll find the little cut through where they had taken the little cut through in the brush that led to where their campfire was. The rain is coming down in a soft drizzle at this point. And somehow it finds a way into the holes of your ears or down the back of your neck. This rain has an agenda. And as you approach, you can see that the campfire is completely doused. This place is empty, aside from a few bones that are left in the fire pit.
How many cards did they have? Do they have any?
I believe they had one.
One?
They had a tent set up.
They had a few tents set up
Yeah.
that are all gone.
Yeah. So, are there any tracks that indicate which way they...
Why don't you make me survival rolls if you're doing this? So I would like a group survival check.
Oops.
15.
Inspiration.
Okay,
So I rolled a 1.
21.
15 for me.
21. Now, Amy, you... Okay.
What?
Oh, nothing. Just
It's-
eat
22.
22. Oh, damn. All right, so... Oh, and I always forget that Farah gets to help
I
you
just
out.
refuse to take
Farah got a
accept
5.
I refuse to accept a 1 for my survival check.
That's fair.
I refuse.
Ah.
Accurate.
Looking around, you scatter out, looking through the brush, doing your best to piece together which direction they went. And you got, so 5 for Farah.
21.
21?
22.
15.
Both of you. Both of you look, and you can see that no, the people were real as far as you can tell. There's evidence. There's footprints on the mud. There are places where the pegs of the tents have been hammered in. There's a bit of wagon track here, but a few feet outside of the camp, the tracks are very hard to notice. As you wander up, Malia, you glance down and touch the wagon tracks. And as you do, you'll notice that there's a couple of strands of thick, ropey carpet. Some type, like a floor mat, like the kind you wipe your feet on. They're using something to disperse the pressure of the wagon wheels so that it doesn't leave discernible tracks. You think you might still be able to trail them, but it's going to be harder. These guys are practiced at this. However, it's very hard to look inside of this area because the closer you get to the fire pit and the more you look around, your eyes begin to sting. That smell of jasmine is incredibly intense, and there's a large amount of smoke pouring out of that fire pit. If
I
you
will
ask,
back away from it.
Yeah.
glancing down at it, you can see that there are a number of incense cones that were dumped into the fire right before it was quashed. And it's flooding this area with an awful, awful smell.
The longer we last here, the faster, the more harder it will be to pick up this trail. We gotta go.
And however, just one moment, because this is a very powerful smell.
Is it an aphrodisiac?
Huh. Hope not.
One moment, please.
Oh,
course,
jasmine
it's a-
fucking stinks.
Yeah, I hate jasmine.
I think I have
It's
some
okay mixed with stuff, but by itself it's disgusting.
I'm kind of that way with lavender. I hate the smell of lavender.
Do you actually?
Yeah, it bothers me. I hate it.
Oh wait.
Is it lavender or jasmine? I can't remember which every time
Lilac.
I see... Is it lilac?
I think it's.
I thought it was lavender.
I like lilac.
Lilac can be a bit too sweetsy.
I thought lavender was the one where every time you smell it, it smells like your brain is smelling it for the first time.
Something
I
like
don't think.
that.
It's one of those ones.
It's one of those two L ones.
I can never remember if it was lavender, lilac, or for some reason jasmine. My brain just can't remember. But any case,
And lavender's like in everything too, so I'm like, ugh.
you know.
All right. As you're glancing around, Amy.
Yeah.
You think we should probably get out of here, and then you're going to notice in one of the bushes there's a hollow.
Mm-hmm.
The bushes are, it's more of a hedge really that's risen up around an old stump. And there's a place in the stump that's been carved away or hollowed out.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see just the edge of a bronze corner, like a piece of luggage.
All right. I'm gonna get my, I'm just gonna approach that cautiously and take a look.
There is a small suit chest inside.
So look at it.
All right.
Pull it up.
It has a tiny lock on it. You could probably force it open with a dagger if you really wanted to.
I mean, is there anything, any indication on the outside of it? Any initials?
No.
Nothing? No markings?
It looks like it's watertight though. It looks like it's
Interesting.
like almost like a hunter's bag or hunter's box that you would leave inside of a deer stand.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'll smash it open.
Sounds great. Can you make me a dex save?
Oh,
If you're smashing it?
I
Are you prying it open with your dagger, or are you just smashing it
was
open?
gonna try and bash the lock.
Okay.
If it's a padlock outside.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make me a dex save.
Oh boy. 18.
18. You slam the butt of your dagger down on the lock, which is going to shatter open. And as it does, you're going to notice that a little barbed needle pops out right above the keyhole.
So if someone had tried to open it regularly, they would have gotten stabbed.
Yep, but in this case it did not.
Yeah.
And as you crack it open,
Yeah.
looking inside, it's fur. A thick coat of fur.
Just
And as do you open it up?
yeah.
As you do, the savage visage of a werewolf's head is going to flop out.
Oh no. Okay.
It's a costume.
Have they been scamming?
Perception rolls from everyone, please.
12.
I'm apparently completely
20.
taken aback
24.
by this because that's going to be an 8. I rolled a
That's-
2. My plus 6 only goes so
Fair
far.
can't roll beneath a 16 tonight.
Oh.
What'd you get?
24.
12. 20.
God, your perception rolls are nuts.
I only have to roll 15 to get 20.
Okay, even with, so looking around, you are going to smell it, Mars. Something is coming that even cuts through the smell of the jasmine. It smells like unwashed flesh. It smells like the vinegar that rolls off of men going into the bathhouse after a week of hard labor. The two of you are going to hear the sound of crashing through the woods and see a large lumbering shape, nearly 9 feet tall, push its way through the woods.
Can I go up a tree?
What?
Can I go up a tree?
Make me an athletics roll.
Sweet. Nah. I tried, but I'm probably not gonna make it. 2.
2? Alright, so you will slide down the tree to its base. And we'll... Alright. Does anyone speak giant?
Oh no. It's the one that got away.
No. It is not.
Oh.
You will hear something guttural. And what's everyone doing? You have one chance to act.
Hiding.
Hiding?
I'll hide behind my tree.
Okay, make me stealth rolls. Mars, you have advantage.
Oh, sweet.
And actually, you know what? Just roll with advantage.
19.
Actually, you know what? All of you will have advantage on this roll.
So that negates my disadvantage?
Yes.
Sweet!
Because you can smell it coming first.
So you will just have a single roll. All the single rolls.
16.
And this is rolling for stealth?
Yep.
16.
20.
Oh.
17!
Oh no, Farah!
Farrah got a 1, didn't she?
No, she got a 16 again. She keeps rolling 16 flat. I'm not even adding mods to her tonight. She's just keeps rolling 16. And her character sheet's over on the bookshelf, so I don't need it. It's fine. So, anybody get below a 10? Fantastic. You all duck. Do you hide in the hollow?
Yeah.
There's enough room for you to crouch inside of there. More if you turn yourself into a squirrel. You gotta remember you can go small, Amy.
I'm gonna turn myself into a bird.
What kind of bird?
I'm thinking... No, I'm not doing a partridge.
How about
I'm
this?
Not in a pear tree. Yeah, I'm thinking like an eagle.
All right, you free yourself.
Hawk would be cool.
All right, you turn into an eagle and fly up into the trees, hiding yourself among the branches. Malia, where are you hiding?
Behind a big tree.
Okay, you hide behind a big tree. Marisol, you hide behind a big tree, and Zeno?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Just hiding behind a tree.
Falcon. There we go.
Yeah.
You can still see that there's, in the pit, in the fire pit, there's a few coals that survive the dousing of the water that are emitting more and more smoke. These cones of incense are still hanging on a bit too. Some of the larger ones. These are large cones, some of them the size of a baby's fist. And this figure, almost 9 feet tall, would be far taller if it wasn't bent at the center of its back, walks in, dragging itself on clawed hands that are almost the size, each finger the length of a banana. Drags inside its thick matted hair and green warty skin. It's naked. Its appendages hanging loose between its legs as it scrabbles over toward the fireplace and looks around. The troll inhales deeply through its nostrils. Starts smashing itself in the nose. It snuffles down toward the fireplace. It tries to grab one of the cones of incense and it burns its flesh, and you'll see it snarl and leap back, its foot coming down right next to your foot. You slowly pull it behind the tree.
Can I roll something to know anything about trolls?
Yeah, you can totally make me a nature roll. You have advantage on this as a dwarf.
17.
17? Sure. Trolls are evil, monstrous creatures with incredibly fast regeneration. They are dumb as mud, and they're basically like the smallest giants.
How tough are they? Generally.
The 5 of you could take one down pretty easily. if you used fire. They heal incredibly quickly unless they are exposed to fire, which stops them from regenerating. And I think, Zeno, you probably know that too with your background as a ranger.
Okay.
It's probably fair. You two roll me a dice if it's above if you get above 15 on a nature roll.
I rolled a 6.
You haven't encountered a troll.
So
20.
10 total.
Yeah, you've heard stories. You gotta fight trolls with fire.
Just has to hit me first.
Farah has never seen a troll. What do you? Oh, actually, wait. Nope, she has not. Damn, her nature score's low. All right. It snorts and looks around. It reaches down into the fire again. This time, a little more cautiously. Madonna! Makuli!
I look at MacLeod, around the tree, like,
I'm waiting to see what it does. Is it really intent on the fire?
Yeah.
Like, so can we add to our knowledge then that jasmine is
Red
apparently
jasmine is particularly this type of jasmine.
particularly trollicious?
As you glance down, you will notice that it has a particular effect. I said something earlier that the troll had dangling. It's not dangling.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
swaying in the breeze.
So I was right.
You were
I
right,
hate
yes.
This.
A very aroused troll peruses the fire pit. And that is where I'm going to stop describing that.
Thank you.
Because if this were a different game, I could go way into detail. But that is a different game, Duncan. Yes, Duncan. It seems very intent, and it looks like its nostrils are constantly twitching and pulsating around the smell of this smoke.
It's disgusting.
Oh, okay. In the distance, you can hear a similar.
Fuck. Okay. We're gonna have to start.
All right.
Withdrawing.
Slowly walk away.
All right. Are you going through the woods slowly?
I'm gonna just try and get away from the troll, hopefully in the direction we want to go.
All right. I would like everyone who's trying to slowly move away to make me a stealth roll.
Advantage.
28.
You will be able to roll normally. Yes. Everybody else has advantage. 28.
I'll keep my 28.
You're gonna keep your 28. Roll again. It might be a 28, 29. You never know.
20.
No.
20.
Okay, I'm
13.
rolling this for my bird, my flying.
It went down to 25.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna register the bird. Well, one of those was a nat 20, so I think I'm fine. Probably.
The troll catches you and eats you.
And Farah got a 16, so I think.
Of course she did.
Well, she's got a +3 dex, so I think her stealth's 2. So, or she might have only gotten a 15. Okay. You slowly work your way through the woods, coming back together about 200 feet from the troll and well out of eyesight. The smell of jasmine still clinging to your skin as you have stepped away. It's vague, but it's a campfire smoke. It's going to do that. You find yourselves in the woods quite a ways away. And Amy, did you? I'm guessing you left the werewolf suit back there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just flying.
Okay.
I mean, my gear comes with me and vanishes away, but I didn't bring it. And I dropped it and went bird.
Sounds good.
I'm going bird.
All right. You assemble again back in a small deer path about 200 feet away from the troll.
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
About how long does it take to restring a bow?
Not long.
No.
Like, for you, less than a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna restring my bow because
Because it's basically just loop, loop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a minute to Pop a
Yeah.
new string on there.
Like, basically, you could do it in, like, a round. Like,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Take some time and do it quality, but
Yeah, but well, usually you would have them kind of, like, pre-looped, sort of.
Yeah, so they're ready to just throw on.
You're prepared for this.
Yeah.
all right. What do you talk about? What do you do?
Are there any tracks in this area? Any signs of
Make me a survival.
our people?
So, I'm gonna look around, and I have advantage to anything that requires eyesight right now.
Okay.
So, let me just check
I
if
don't
there's
see
any.
anything.
You don't see anything?
29.
29. You can see that along this deer path, there's a significant amount of foot traffic. It looks like the group split up. You're not sure where the cart went, but you can tell that from this path, there were at least 4 people, and they split off in 2 directions up ahead.
So 23
Sounds good.
to perception. That's just perception. It's not survival. It's just like looking around.
From an overhead view, you can see a very distant light, about a mile away. Your eagle eyes will lock down on it, and you can see that through a stretch of cleared wood, a cart is slowly moving about a mile away. And on the front of it, they have a lantern with a what's the word I'm thinking of here? It's the ones with the
Reflector?
just the pointed ones, like a hooded lantern,
Oh.
pointing their way.
So I have a flying speed of 60 feet.
Yeah, you can fly there and back pretty quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a closer look.
Okay. Flying there, you can, as you approach, you will be able to see that there are Mad Hat Barclay is standing alongside the cart, helping it get over a log,
Okay.
and it's being driven by Titus Fairfax, the half elf with the machine bow.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. How far is a mile versus 1,000 feet?
1,000 feet. It's 1/5.
A mile is 5,280 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Because once we get closer, I can actually track them more specifically with the fun spell called Locate Creature. But it has to be within 1,000 feet.
Come on, move it. Come on. Help me get this one up, Titus. Get off the damn car and give me...
So,
I'm quite comfortable up here, old man.
yeah, I'm gonna fly back as fast as I can to these guys. And I guess if I'm flying real fast.
What are you talking about in the meanwhile?
I'm gonna let these 3 know it looks like they split into 2 groups.
And it looks like they've got the kegs of... It didn't look like?
They have 1.
They have 1. Oh, okay.
When you come back,
Yeah, I'll come back.
and are you still a bird?
I will change back so I can communicate. No.
All right, so I'm guessing that you all waited around for the bird to return?
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably used to me just...
Burning away.
No, this is the first time you've become a bird in this
That
game.
was in-game. I'm sure stuff happens
We
in
probably got
between.
an idea of what you were doing if you were a bird.
I mean, the bird did reconvene with you guys when you met up again, and I think there's some notable characteristics, kind of like a...
The bird has little tusks.
I was actually just gonna say that.
It doesnn't have tusks!
She
She
doesn't.
doesn't, she's a bird.
Oh.
That's a green hawk. You're just like Beast Boy. All right.
And if you're a tiger, you're a green tiger.
Oh, green tiger.
Cute as that is, I feel like that would be a problem.
No, it's fine. All right, so
I will point out that about a mile that way, the half elf with the funny crossbow thing and the mad crazy guy have the cart and one looks like one keg.
And just 2 of them?
How many were there? Was it just the 2?
Just the 2 of them, as
Yeah.
far as you could see.
As far as I could see, yeah.
Okay.
The others, I don't know. And if they have any more ale, like any of the ale with them,
We'll have to check the cart.
yeah. Maybe the other group.
Okay.
Or they've stashed it somewhere.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Well, do we want to go hunt those 2 down and
Maybe we can get them to
spill the beans?
Yeah.
tell us where the rest of it is.
Sounds good.
Remake them.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, so are you just going to head that way, or are you going to go along one of the 2 paths that you just saw? What are you going to do? So you saw the branching pathways of the people who were running.
Yeah. So in whatever direction she says that they are, it's one of the paths?
No,
No?
it's in a separate direction. You're on a deer path. Cart wouldn't fit on it. So this deer path arcs off kind of to the south and to the east. That is almost to kind of like the southwest.
So,
So they're kind of going like this. The cart's over here, the paths are going this way. Well, they're going this way, but...
So it sounds like they split into 3 groups then.
Yeah.
We need to get back to the road anyway for the cart.
Yeah.
Well, they're moving away from the road, though.
Well, how are they taking the cart?
Well, the cart I saw only had 1 keg on it. So.
Yeah, but it's still a cart. Like, you need a road.
Mm-hmm.
I
They're
don't
having a
know
hell of
why.
a... They're having a hell of a time with it.
That's, yeah. Not exactly having an easy time.
I mean, it could also be a trap.
That's true. This all could be a trap.
That's, yeah.
Well, which way? We have 3 directions we know of. Let's pick one.
Ugh.
Well, we
Cart-
know that
cart
we know
2,
there's
3.
the cart in that direction.
And you only saw 1 barrel on the cart.
Just one.
That was all that was in the cart? It was empty otherwise?
I mean, there's the person.
And there was like a bunch of like... That's where the tents were. You saw a bunch of like
Yeah.
mounds of clothing and other stuff like that, like supplies and things, but only 1 barrel-shaped thing.
Yeah. I didn't see any other kegs. I mean, did it look like this stuff could have been covering some kegs? Or was it too shallow?
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Yeah, okay.
Besides, 11 other kegs would be pretty obvious.
Exactly.
Well, what do we want to do? Should we go after the cart while we have it here? And maybe we can get them to talk?
That's...
They're like a mile off.
Probably a distraction.
I feel like they've... Because the cart was being pulled by horses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, 2 work... Actually... 2 war horses? Seem kind of strange, like Clydesdale. No, big bastards.
big
Like-
stocky ones.
Yeah, the ones with the hairy hooves.
Like draft horses.
Yeah. You didn't see any of those in the clearing before.
Wait a second. What? Are we dealing with druids or something crazy like that? Like,
What?
Would you be able to tell?
not really. I mean, if they act funny, if you try and interact with them, sometimes. We didn't see draft horses before,
No.
and there's 2 of them. So,
Maybe they were off camera somewhere.
maybe they're
Prob-
just off to the side.
That doesn't seem like it's a thing.
Maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Okay, so do we want to assume that the cart's a distraction for now and go after the other ones?
Look, someone make a decision.
I'm gonna flip a coin
For 3 options?
for 2 options. The 2 not including
Can
the
I
cart.
do an insight roll as a thief?
Yeah. So go ahead and flip a coin, Mike. You have your inspiration.
Come on, flip it.
So I'm gonna say left.
No, I don't have that too. It's also proficiency, so plus 19.
You're gonna say right. You would take the most valuable thing as far away from the decoys as possible. Right's the one that goes the furthest away from the cart and from the other path.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Let's
I
do
need
it.
to rest.
I mean, yeah, I literally flipped a coin to decide. You actually figured that out, so I'm gonna go with what
Yeah.
you said.
Cool.
Makes sense to me. Let's
Right.
go.
All right. So, do you rush off down the deer path following it as you go?
No, I'm not rushing.
I don't know what you're doing. You guys are
We've
being
already gotten hit with so many traps. We're not stupid.
so many traps.
Yeah.
I haven't even used
and
my
if they're
fun
being
ones.
extra careful with the huge load of the cart, then they're definitely gonna trap behind them as well. So
Look, if they've got the other 11 casks that they're trying to transport, and like I guess maybe if they've got like some sort of like cart of holding or something. Is that a thing?
cart of
I've
holding.
never heard of it, but who knows? This is a continent.
But yeah. Anyway,
Nice.
then they're probably not having the fastest, easiest of time traveling this way. So they're probably not gonna go super, super fast. I hope.
No, but they're crafty.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
They're dicks, is what they are.
Agreed.
They know what they're doing.
Apparently.
Yeah, they use troll aphrodisiac on us.
They know what they're doing.
They're dicks.
So as we move down the path, can I do survival check?
To track them?
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
That's gonna be a 29.
You'll be able to follow 3 pairs of footsteps down the rightmost path. Occasionally, you'll notice that a 4th one veers onto the path from the brush and crisscrosses it to the other side.
And no cart tracks?
No cart tracks.
Just veering one side to the other?
Mm-hmm. Like someone's just occasionally running from the brush across the pathway.
Okay. So I don't see any cart tracks along here, but it looks like somebody's coming in and out of the bushes.
Coming up behind them with like one of those leaf brooms and
It looks like they're just crossing at the same point.
Mm-hmm.
Like doesn't look like they're trying to cover tracks or anything, just crossing.
Yeah, just running across. As you're looking around, can I get you all to roll me a perception roll?
18.
Well, I rolled a 1.
25.
25?
7.
And are you still a bird?
No, I flipped back to talk.
Okay.
So I would have to change again. But I might switch back.
22.
All right, and you are moving fairly briskly down the path, right?
Can you do that as much as you
Like,
Yeah.
we're trying to move.
No. Twice.
Where in the group
I
are
am
you?
trying to move as swiftly as I can without compromising finding traps.
Cool. All right, and Tia, where in the group are you?
Uh-oh.
Front, back, side?
I think I was more middle back.
Okay. As
They
you
switching.
as Zeno points out, someone's been crisscrossing the center of the path. And he kind of points around where you can see that, oh yeah, they ran through here, ran through here. You all take a look and you pivot to the right for a moment. You put your foot down,
Oh, no.
and you'll hear and I need to make an attack roll against you.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
It is currently 14.
Oh, sorry, Muffin.
No.
Can you do me a favor?
Mhm.
You're going to take 7 points of damage as a bear trap clamps around your ankle.
Oof. 7 points.
7 points. You're going to feel it snap into the bone and bite fairly deeply. It's not a serrated bear trap, at least. It's just a clamp trap.
Ow.
Trap, trap.
Clamp.
I know.
It's the clamps! So,
Ugh.
around your ankle.
Yikes.
Ouchies.
Your
How?
ankles.
How? Is it attached to something?
It's chained to a post in the side of the tree.
Okay.
Would that make you like yell out, or are you able to?
I think she's gonna make a noise. This is like basically her ankle bone almost snapped.
Yeah, it might be kind of a choked off, like.
I'll reach down and open the trap.
Make me a strength roll, Mike.
Yes.
Ow.
11.
You are not strong enough.
Oof.
Oof.
Yikes.
Time to get the dwarf in.
I'll do it.
All right, Malia, free her ankle.
Anyone mind if I open the door a little bit?
18.
Go for it.
Not even a little bit. Can you do me a big favor, though, Mike? I need you to grab me 2 things while you're up. One is my screen because I'm a genius and I forgot to grab it.
Okay.
The other is over on the bookshelf, all of my generic notes. You will find Farah's sheet almost on top of them. Like just at the top of the white sheets of paper.
Okay. I'm a little salty that Winter Wolf is declared a large monstrosity neutral evil when wolf and dire wolves are both beasts.
That's weird. Oh,
It
it's
is
because
weird.
they can breathe ice. That's why.
Doesn't say. Oh, there it is. Cold breath.
Yeah, it's because they're
Grr.
consumed by winter.
It's annoying. I'm just looking
Winter
for.
eats all the things.
That's true. Winter
Including
just
halfling.
Winter's indiscriminate about it. Really, it's
Yeah.
actually kind of nice because there's no discrimination.
And werewolf children.
That's true. That doesn't count as eating a human then. Good job. Oh, we can still eat a person. All right. All right. So, Mally, what'd you get on your roll?
18.
18 with you'll embed your fingers in the side and rustily grind it open. You put your foot down and you can relatch it with a pin. Okay.
Sure.
Your ankle hurts quite a bit.
Yep. It's fine. I'll walk it off.
I don't like this.
She limps.
There's not much blood, at least. It didn't bite through your boot.
No.
But you imagine the inside of
Hurts.
your leg is bleeding pretty profusely. Like, there's going to be quite a bruise.
Yeah. And it's gonna swell a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You were lovely and bruised up.
All right. Continuing down the path. You, give me another survival roll, Mike, at the front.
27.
Damn. Well, I mean, you are spec'd out for this.
That's true.
All right. So, let me just see which route this was.
I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm still fairly hurt.
Sounds good.
And heal. Do you add anything to
You're using
just Cure Wounds spell?
Cure Wounds. Christine, do you add anything to that? I think, do you add your modifier?
One sec, I'll pull it out.
Like a con mod plus.
1d8 plus spellcasting ability mod.
So I think it's Wisdom for you.
Cool, my spellcasting ability is 6. So add it.
I would wait.
Wait, how'd you have 6?
Yeah, that's not the thing.
No, what's your ranger spellcasting modifier? Is
It should
wisdom?
be your Wisdom modifier.
Because I have 5.
I have written down here 6.
We're gonna take out your sheet after.
Yeah. So it should be Wisdom mod?
If for your casting modifier, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's wisdom for.
Like unless you're including your proficiency in, which is what it is if you're like casting it like attack spells on people.
Mm.
But this, you're just, it's the
Yeah.
the damage portion, so you're just doing the mod.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So 7.
We'll still look at your sheet later just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because okay.
because yeah, I have 20 wisdom and I only have a 5 mod.
Yeah.
As you make your way through the woods, you'll see that there are a number of other snares for traps that you can avoid. Most of them just outside of the range of this path. Are you pointing them out to your friends to make sure you stay away?
Yes.
Winter, can you make me an insight roll?
Oh, sweet. That's a 15.
You get a kind of a feeling in your stomach that the traps that you're noticing on the edge of the woods, they're keeping you out of the woods.
They're keeping us out of the woods.
Like a funnel. And can I get a perception roll off of everybody as you notice this?
Oh no. Okay.
So it's leading us directly where they want to go?
23.
23.
28.
12, because I think I'm
14.
still
14?
smarting from that injury.
Alright, and we'll see if anybody botches. Where's Farah's d20? Nope, 16. What the hell? Alright. Are you going to say anything as this thought occurs to you?
Yeah, like we're being herded. You know?
Do you all stop when you hear this, or do you keep going?
Yeah, I'll stop.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
stop.
Stop.
Like, you know
It's
what I
like-
mean? Like it's
Yep.
And up ahead across the path, you can see that there's a low, like, a number of tree roots that are bisecting the path. One of them is slightly less muddy than the other. It's hard to tell in the dark, and if you didn't have dark vision, glancing down at it, you can see that it's actually looks like a carved stick. What do you do?
Does it look like it was intended to be hidden?
It looks like it's meant to blend in with the other roots. It's been spattered with mud as well, but not the same disbursement, not the same color palette.
Almost like it's a handle of something or like a lever.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
For
inspect
something
it
to
carefully.
step on.
Yeah. Looking at it, you can see that it's long. It bisects the entire deer path. And on either side, you can see that it's, as you approach it, you can see that it's bent slightly. There's a large amount of pressure put on this, and this stick itself is about as wide around as your wrist. It's quite thick, quite well fortified, and bowed with enough strength that, oh god, it must be at least 100 pounds of pressure on it. On either side, you can see that it's lodged into a pair of notched wooden posts, similar to a mousetrap.
I point that out to the rest of you guys, especially you.
Well,
Okay.
So
how about we go slowly and get off the path far enough that these traps don't keep us on the bloody path?
yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Into the woods.
Okay. Mars, just looking around real quick, you can see that there's a lot of foliage here, a lot of hanging vines and things like that. A number of the vines are around this stick are taut. And as you look up, you can see there's a log hanging about 40 feet in the air on a swing that would have taken out the entire center of the path.
Yep.
Okay, they obviously have been here for a while because
Yeah.
how the fuck could they get up that up there otherwise? Like,
Yeah.
moving this quickly. Like, this isn't a planned escape route.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
They've been working on this for a while.
Clearly.
Yeah, so watch out for that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's get off their path.
Yeah.
Stop playing by their rules.
All right.
Hey.
So give me another survival roll with disadvantage because you're not following their direct tracks.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
29 on the dice.
Oh, really?
Yep.
4! Suck it!
Not
17.
bad, not bad. Like, unfortunately, I don't get my nat 20, but at least the other's only an 18.
Well, I rolled a 2.
Okay.
17.
Take your inspiration back from getting bear trapped, by the way.
So,
18.
Because you were a good
that'd
sport about that.
be 23
23?
total.
You know what? You're actually going to make very good time moving through the brush.
Surprise.
You keep a good eye on the trail, watching out for other traps through the brush. And I'm just going to roll percentiles to see whether or not you, in your random spatterings come across. Is low good for you or is high good for you?
Let's go low.
Okay, so low is good for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'll do 3 rolls and... Fantastic. Make your way around. Avoiding a glut of... Well, glut might be a little too much, but several other traps that have been placed across the way. You'll follow that deer path in the distance, keeping a good vantage point, occasionally climbing a tree just long enough to glance back down and see the ruts where boot prints mark the earth. And in the distance, you can see the tree line comes to an end. And a barren, rutted field lies on the other side. And in the center of it, a thatched hut with a small grain silo behind it.
So I see that from a tree?
Mm-hmm. You can all see it from your angles, yeah.
That's not.
It's not the north.
No.
It's not the hut from the floor, is it?
No.
Okay. So
This
then-
one's 2 floors, actually.
Okay. Just want to make sure we
A
weren't
small,
led
more
to
like a
start-
small farmhouse than anything, but still the top roof is thatched, and it's built in kind of a Tudor style with the second floor leaning over the lower floor.
How far into the field is it?
Dead center. You're going to be visible.
Is it like half a mile or like a mile from the tree
I'd say
line?
it's about 2 acres from the tree line.
Oh, so that's significant.
Not a mile though.
Yeah, not a mile. Yeah. Yeah, I actually have no idea what the measurements of an acre even are.
An acre, it's half a football field away from, or 1 soccer field, or 2 basketball courts. Actually, 4 basketball courts away.
Okay.
Doesn't help you at all either.
Nope.
It's like- it's like-
yeah.
It's like a city block away.
Okay.
That's kind of 2 city blocks, but
Yeah.
screw it.
No way to hide.
A little while away.
A little while, yeah.
And
Decided if I wanted to shift into a giant bird form or just a regular bird form.
from here, you can also see that there are a number of lights and quite a lot of light coming from the other side. You think that maybe a bonfire or something is lit on the other side of this house?
I'm gonna shift into a raven. That seems fair.
You shift into a giant phoenix.
I don't have any raven sound effects, so I'll just... There we go. Oh, that's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like a raven is a little more common here.
Yeah.
Just a
Shit.
little.
Never
Maybe
mind.
a little less.
Grandiose.
Yeah.
You shift into a raven and take flight. Okay, make me a perception roll.
This one doesn't get the fun, fancy things because it's not the supervision. Oh, I did not do great. It's gonna be 10.
So you fly around.
I'm tiny.
You can see that the group, the entire mercenary crew, is here, unloading a hastily packed wagon.
The entire crew.
Mm-hmm.
Does that wagon look like the one I saw before?
Nope. Well, sort of. It looks, yes, in the sense that it looks like the same wagon that you saw originally and that was in the other place. It's being pulled by a couple of, like, pack horses. Like, really tired-looking old horses. You can see that there are also a couple of horses tied up that are just standard riding horses that these mercenaries were using.
Okay. And the people who I saw riding the cart the other direction, they're here too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird.
In
More
fact,
illusions, I guess.
as you fly by, Titus looks up at you,
Nevermore.
and
I think keep flying.
Ken, what's your armor class?
Fuck. As a 12 right now.
An arrow is going to fire and fly past your wing, stripping a couple of your tail feathers out.
Well, I guess it's 13 because my thing that gives me that one boost to...
I got within one of your armor class. I rolled really poorly on this one. An arrow flies and almost...
I will squawk indignantly.
Yes, you'd better run. Do you fly back to your friends?
I'm gonna fly off a little bit and then try and be sneaky about flying back to my friends.
Sure. You'll circle around.
I can mimic simple sounds, such as a person whispering, a baby crying, or an animal chittering.
Squawking indignantly.
Amy, as you are flying through the air, I need you to make me a perception roll.
Okay.
Do better.
I did not do better. This dice is being retired for tonight because that's a 2.
Yeah.
For perception is gonna be an 8.
Sounds good.
Oh. The green dice does not like me tonight.
Okay. There is a sudden flurry of motion to your right,
Oh no.
and you're going to take 1 point of damage as talons scrape down your back,
Oh, it's the lady.
and a hawk collides with you.
It's not the lady.
I'm a tiny beast, so my hit points are 1, so I will suffer.
That means that you're going to turn back to normal,
Yeah, falling.
and you're falling.
I
All right. You tumble dozens and dozens of feet downward. Can you shapeshift again?
am. Nope, I used it already.
Did you use it already?
Yeah, it's when I turn into the bird. The hawk.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fucked. It sucks.
I need the player's handbook.
How much falling damage am I taking? Is it more than 58? God damn.
Let's find out. 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet.
I mean, I don't think I was flying that high up, but yeah.
You were probably like 50 or 60 feet up, though. Because to stay out of range of, like, fire and stuff.
I mean, they
like that, right?
shot me, and then I basically looped around to try and get out of...
Give me 1 moment, though. I just want to check something over. So you are falling, and you're falling, and you're falling some more. Well, that sucks for you.
Yeah, it really does. I think what else I can do? Maybe I can cast.
Skills that make it like. Oh, not skills, but things.
Try to see if I can cast anything.
I am checking something myself, actually.
I can cast Bark Skin. I can cast Cure Wounds.
That'll be helpful soon.
You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Because life is funny.
This is not good.
Life
This
is
a
pretty funny
problem.
sometimes.
What's the time I'm looking? Can't see it.
It is.
8:37.
Yes.
It's still early. The night is young.
I have done
And I'm dying.
2,332 steps today.
That's nice. My Fitbit's missing. I lost it a while ago.
I just bought this watch the other day,
Nice.
and it's super nice. How's your finger doing?
Did you do your finger? Oh, you bent your finger. Forgot
Bend
about
the
that.
nail.
Which is awful. It's
I
the worst.
hate it when that
And
happens.
it's so much more painful when you got like fake nails.
Yes, it is.
So
Well,
bad.
and my problem is most of my nail polish is peeled up, and I couldn't resist once I felt that.
Too
And
late
then
to
I
get
sit
rid of it.
here picking off my gel polish, which is the worst thing you can do to your nails.
Yup.
I do that with like the little bits of the nail that like
Oh,
stick
no.
out, and you're like, oh no, I gotta get it, and then the whole nail breaks off. I'm like, oh.
All right, so Amy,
So much for
you are going. You're just gonna fall
Yeah.
because that's life.
Yep, I know. I'm falling.
Okay, so I think you'll be fine. You'll probably be fine.
Walk it off. Walk it off.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You were going to tumble through the sky, Amy. T is going to go ass over tea kettle, down, 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 and take 14 points of damage. You're going to
okay.
hit the ground hard,
Wait, so it was 58.
crashing on the edge of the wood, almost making it to the tree line.
Ow.
Those of you inside,
I'm probably very winded and can't even make a sound.
you're watching,
Yeah.
I guess.
You
You
see
see the raven cut right, going far, far around the way to try, when suddenly a dark shape blurs out of the night, scratches, and Tia tumbles down to the ground.
Can I catch where the other bird went?
It actually is going to soar down and land on top of Tia. And you are going to feel something hard jut into the back of your neck
Ow.
as a full-sized man stands up with a staff pressed against the base of
Damn
your
it.
spine.
Oh,
For the
you
basic
guys.
Druids.
He's wearing a very jaunty hat.
Mad guy. Ew.
Got ya!
How far away from us is this guy?
So, if this is that, they are here, you are here.
So how far away for like ranged
About
weapons?
an acre and a half, so I would say
Is that a range?
about 200 meter, or pardon me,
That's-
about 150 feet.
I'm going to take a shot at him.
Okay.
Because long range does not impose disadvantage on me.
Okay.
That's fair.
And I'm gonna use my
Yeah,
inspiration on this.
Okay.
Knock his hat right off.
Now, are you're
nice.
trying to do lethal damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
You're
just.
starting this fight.
You are.
Hey, he just.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
fair.
just valid. Totally valid.
Yeah, like.
Please do.
Like, bro.
Okay. I need...
Alright. So, I guess only my first one will have the advantage on that. So.
Yep.
So that's going to be a 24 to hit on the first one.
All right, that'll be hit.
And then that's going to be a that's going to be a 16 for the second one. And that's going to be a 17 for the third one.
Okay, one sec. I just gotta check something real quick.
And I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this guy while I do it.
Okay, so the
There's a 16, 17, and the 20 something on there.
16, 17, and 20 something. There are gonna be 3 hits.
3 hits? Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, let me do damage here.
I always need so much space as a DM.
That's 6, 11, 15, 20, 25, 23, 23, 33, 43, 53.
Okay, what's 53 points? What are you adding to everything here?
So I took the -5 to attack to add 10 damage on all 3.
Okay,
So that adds 30 right there.
so you're minusing 5 on every roll,
Yes.
and you're still getting a 17.
Yeah.
What did you roll on each one?
I rolled a 12 on the 17 and an 11 on the 16.
So the 12 would have been a 7.
No, I rolled the 12
Oh,
and I just added the 5 to that instead of my usual 10.
okay.
Yeah. So that was just the 12 plus the 5.
Okay.
And then there's 2, 4, 6 for bases of archery as well. So 50. It's 59. And then I add dex onto that too, right?
Yes.
With proficiency.
No.
You got
No.
emergency damage.
Okay, so and then 59, 62, 65, 68.
That's insane. Is that damage?
68 damage.
So you're rolling. What's the boat is 1d8 per hit, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that does work out to about 22 damage per hit,
Yeah.
which isn't
Yeah.
that bad.
It's just the fact that it's 3 hits in one attack.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, like if it was 6, like that much damage in a
And
single
it's a
hit.
minus. It's a -5 for +10 on each one.
Yeah.
Which merit is that? Or feat is that? Sharpshooter.
Yeah. Yeah, and long range doesn't impose disadvantage. Oh, and archery style +2 attack on each one as well. So that's another +6.
It's just broken as hell if you actually manage to hit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It just makes it a lot harder to hit, so if you luck out,
Yeah.
it's horrifying.
Yeah.
Okay. Just when you're using that, just remember to say it before you do it, so that it's been stated that you're taking the minus.
Oh, yeah.
But we gotta double check that can be done multiple times around. I feel like that's something they would have nerfed in an errata, but whatever.
Is
So
he
minus
dead?
68.
Yeah, 'cause I don't remember it actually specifying.
Yeah.
But we'll
We'll
check
look it up. It's not a big
Yeah.
deal at the moment. I have to figure out. So you have. Cool. And you said this was with pure lethal intent.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's like this dude just knocked my friend out of the sky, and now
He's gonna eat her.
now he looks like he's gonna eat her.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like, you know what, buddy, you're gonna have a bad time.
All right. So that is going to be 3 hits on him. 3 arrows are going to collide into his back as he is like standing over you, and he is going to stagger to the ground. Blood swelling up through his mouth and through the front of his jerkin, and he's gonna look over at you. You shouldn't have done that. Can I get initiative off everybody?
Ooh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
9.
17. What'd you do?
Not one.
Not 20, so 21.
After those 3 amazing hits, not 1.
1.
Yeah, I think that
17
dice has probably used up all of its magic for the night.
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
1 on initiative.
At least then, though.
Yeah, it is super true. At least I didn't botch on the hit and just smoked you in the face.
Thank you for not just wrecking my life.
All right, above 20. What'd you get?
21.
21. Okay. Above 15.
17.
17. All right.
Sorry for starting the fight, guys.
Ah,
Okay, we'll finish it.
I was about to start the fight if he yeah.
You got it.
Now we're going to go into the fight with no beast form,
It's true.
I believe in you.
which is a little crazy.
Above. What'd you get? Mars.
9.
9.
Also pretty sure we're outnumbered
Oh yeah, we have.
Oh,
some-
definitely.
by people that are similar skill level to us at the very least.
Yep.
But you see, we
I
usually
already
pull
do.
through. We usually pull through.
Uh-huh. We've never fought smart opponents before.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not really.
We've always fought animals.
And
things like that.
idiots and.
All right. So
And
Farrah's
mechanical
going in.
things.
All right. So it's going to be the beginning of the turn. So who is visible from here?
Ooh.
You are in the tree line, but are you in darkness right now? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured fire on him without actually giving away position as much as possible.
You'll hear a voice in the distance. Only you, Tia, will hear a voice call from the other side of the house. There, my name's. It's a female voice. Ava, light it up. And you are going to hear. You are going to hear running. Someone runs over and is going to basically just run up to Mad Eye and slam a vial in his mouth. All right, up, old man. Cassidy 9 Live slides next to you and jams a potion into his mouth.
Is he gonna do anything?
He looks like it starts to heal him.
Oh shit. Okay.
Malia, you are up. So you are on the edge of the tree line. Is anybody else getting really cold?
No.
Ah, can you close it just a bit, Mike? Oh, also, can you make sure the screen is closed?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't want any winter bugs getting in here. We already have one winter bug.
It's true, we do have a winter bug.
Yeah.
So give it an inch, maybe.
Sounds like a winter jitterbug.
I was just thinking that in my head.
All right, so Malia, over from the tree line, it's about 100 feet before you can actually engage anybody.
The old guy could take more damage than that. Oof.
I'm gonna reach over and slap Zeno up the head. You idiot!
Where you can. Yike. Just a single yike. That's all I can spare.
Just one yike.
Yike.
That's all you have the time for.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything else?
Not at this time because I don't know how they're reacting and I'm not close enough. I don't think.
I'm gonna remain in the tree line.
Okay.
Because I still have that, like, hidden from before. Is that still in effect?
You're still pretty hidden, yeah. Like, you mean the
Also-
super good roll?
Yeah.
That was like an hour ago.
Also,
Oh, that was an hour ago?
Well, you've been running through the woods the entire time.
Can I re-roll it just to see if I can still stay pretty, like, stealthy?
On your turn, yeah.
Okay.
also, like, they've got Tia right in their hands right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
I
kind of
am
like, they've got a
prisoner.
hostage on us right now.
Yeah, I can't shit.
And most of my stuff that can reach that far is area of effect that would also hurt Tia, so I'm gonna have to hold and not do anything.
All right, Tia. There is a woman standing right next to you, feeding her friend a potion. She has a long, curved blade with a bunch of serrated notches in the side of it, held in that blackened hand of hers. And she's watching you with those pale, those bright blue eyes, I believe it was. They're blue now. What do you do?
Kick the potion. No.
I surrender. Not that I was doing anything.
Smart girl. Farah.
It's just fine.
Minding the own business.
Yeah. Farah's gonna turn to both of you because you're hiding, right? Okay. He's going to turn to both of you and cast haste on you. And then spend spell slots to do twin spells, so you'll have haste and you'll have haste. Can someone pull out the haste card? I will put it on the screen.
I was gonna I have no idea what those are.
Just remember that when haste ends,
You are fatigued.
you are fatigued.
Alright, so this is what happens to you. All of you gain a +2 to AC, you have advantage on dex saves, and you gain an additional action on your turns. They can only be used to attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use object. So I'll just leave that up there so you know what you have.
Yeah.
There, better? Alright. And so with that, I need everybody in our zone to make a reflex save.
So that includes me, or just
No.
that? Okay.
Okay, and that's the one that has advantage then?
So,
Is this dex?
yes, actually that does really, really help.
You have advantage on saving throws.
Well, I'm gonna go with my first roll because it wasn't a nat one. So that's Dex.
That is a dexterity save, yes.
Oh, it's not fatigue. It's just straight up makes you unable to.
You're stunned,
You lose a whole
basically.
action. Yeah.
29.
29.
26.
Winter, are you going to use... You have Uncanny Dodge, right?
Oh, hell
Winter, are
yeah.
you going to use that?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea. Okay, I just gotta look up.
For uncanny dodge.
No.
Oh no.
There it is.
Oh, God.
So,
Remind me, how many were there again?
there were at least 6. Around the corner, you can see someone steps out from beside the building, holds up her hand. It's that orc from before. And as she holds it up, you'll see that there's a little ball of light that appears in her hand, like a lantern. And she snaps her fingers, and it erupts toward you, and a cone of electric energy, or a ball of electric energy, hits right. It's basically inside of your sphere and explodes in a ball. Basically it's an electric fireball.
Electric ball.
It's an electro ball, yeah, because she
Zap.
she can do that. 1, 2. So that's 4, 8, 12, 13. All right, everybody who got a 15 or higher, you may take only 15 points of electric damage. Everybody who got below, you take a full 30 points of electric damage. And the trees are going to shudder. And Farah succeeded her check at least, but man, fire would have been so much nicer for her.
So am I taking the full 15
You're
or
taking
half of 15?
0. Or, pardon me, you're taking...
Because uncanny dodge,
Do you take half or do you take 0?
half.
So you are going to take 8 points of damage.
Is that it?
I believe Uncanny Dodge halves
Yeah, it's half.
existing
I'm
damage,
misreading
so you
it.
have halving. So you take half, and then you take half of that. Because you succeeded your dex check, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so they made the system really nice, and we just round up on damage.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. So you're going to dodge, basically leap into the air as this thing hits, creating a zone where you're not grounded to anything, so that the electricity can't just like funnel through you. And it'll wash over you, and your hair is going to be standing up on end, and you're going to be a little singed, but otherwise okay. 2 more, you're going to see that shutters in the house open.
Okay.
That's it. Mars, your action.
Still so far away.
It looks like Tia's surrendering.
But from the tree line end to the house, it's still way too far, right?
I'd say about, let's just say 200 feet for ease.
Yeah, that mean, if I use my short bow, that gives me the disadvantage.
I think yours was...
Unless, yeah, because it's 80 or 320.
Oh yeah, so 80 to 320 would be...
So unless I spend my inspiration to send one of my arrows into that newly opened shutter.
And even then, they'd have partial cover.
Exactly. But still.
You could roll to try to sneak around around the other side.
Yeah, that was my other plan.
Okay, so give me a stealth roll.
32.
You dash like a shadow through the woods and are going to skirt around. You're going to be halfway there at the end of your round and will be able to continue moving. Good job.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
A couple of other of these mercenaries are going to round the corner, heavily armored, and they're going to round the house. One of them is going to pop his cap on the top of his head, and they are going to slowly, with their shields up, start advancing in a line toward the tree line where you all are.
How many of them again?
There are at least 5.
Oof. And these are new ones?
You don't recognize them from your point of view.
Oof.
All right, and that is Xena.
I'm gonna use my 2nd level slot Cure Wounds
Okay.
because I'm Still fairly hurt, actually.
Okay.
$12
Okay.
on that. Okay.
There's gonna be pink hair.
It's true.
Okay, so these guys are, what, about 150 feet now from me? From the tree line, moving forward?
Yeah.
I have Tia surrendering to What's-Her-Face and Mad Hat Guy.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've still got Farah and Malia with me
Mm-hmm.
here. I am going to... Does Mad Hat Guy still look pretty badly hurt?
Decently.
Decently?
I mean, it's hard to tell. She's kind of blocking your view, but he's not gotten up yet.
I'm gonna put another 2 arrows into him.
Okay. You are going to have some problems because she's blocking your line of sight.
Which shape?
So, basically, Cassidy.
How much cover is she providing him?
3/4.
Doesn't matter.
I ignore 3/4 cover.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could also hit her.
It's true. I mean, yeah, but... so I'm gonna aim for him.
Sure. Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. This, like, I mean, you don't want my advice, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take the -5 on
Okay. Well, you have 4 attacks.
Oh. Okay.
Horrifying. That's horrifying. Oof.
If this is what you want to do, man, like, Tia will probably die next round.
I might get murdered. Please don't kill me.
Oh god, yeah, Tia might get
I'm just gonna put this out, like, it's your call. It's
Like,
your
you
call.
have to either kill her immediately, or like.
Because if you kill her friend,
Yeah, then she's gonna kill my friend.
right, like, I'm just gonna put it out there. Like, I don't want to tell my players how to play.
But that's
Play,
something
play,
to
play.
consider.
Yeah, it is a thing to consider.
Do you want
Okay.
me dead?
No, I don't want you dead.
I'm just kidding.
I don't want you dead.
I mean, attacking her might be the better option of the two of
Yeah,
them, but
Still not a good option
because you
then.
would have to.
are there any
immediately
good
kill
options
her.
at the moment?
Yeah.
Because some ranger just like started a fight, so I don't know.
It is true, some ranger did just start a fight.
End the fight.
Oh
I
god.
feel like Mad Hatter guy started this fight. But
Mad Hatter guy did start the fight.
And
He
we
didn't-
love
He
you.
might not have realized you only had 1 hit point when he attacked you.
He may not have. No.
Well, see, I thought he would have because if he's also a
If he's a druid, he'd know.
bird
But
shape.
he's also a little crazy.
He's a little
Yeah,
crazy.
he's a little unhinged, but so's your ranger.
Yep.
So that works out.
Yeah.
It is true.
So
Okay, so I'm
both
going
are disasters to rein in.
Oh man.
I'm going to, I guess, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try and like stealth around the tree line a little bit,
Okay.
getting closer to them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Because he was a hawk, right?
Yeah.
Hawks also have 1 hit point. Just saying.
Just saying,
all
He
good.
knew full well what he was doing.
Or he was crazy and didn't realize that he
Yeah.
only had 1 hit point because he was that squished.
or the DM never plays druids and was like, hey, this druid might be fun.
Yeah,
and didn't think it through before he hit
it's
you.
all good.
Oh, it's okay.
You should have gone with
Alright,
giant
so
eagle.
go ahead and make a stealth roll.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Should have been
Okay.
an owl.
Who? Alright. So you'll be able to move fairly quickly with this. Spending your entire action, you'll be able to move 90 feet. Yeah. So you're going to be about... Actually, Mars has the free dash as well. So you're going to be right next to Mars, working your way around the corner.
Nice.
Alright. New Mad Hat is going to...
Still surrendering.
Yeah, I think Mad Hat's the one who really started this fight.
Yeah.
He's going to look down, kind of glare down at you. Yeah. And he's going to hold out his hand, and a little shrub is going to grow out of the dirt in his palm and flower into a bunch of dangling crimson berries.
That's good berry, isn't it?
He's going to cram one in your mouth.
Yep. Okay.
It tastes like sweet nectar and wine. Heal 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Heal 1 point.
That means I have 45 points.
Okay, all right. So new round. Tell your friends to throw down their weapons if you want to keep your head girl. Malia.
I am going to have my hammer still on my back and kind of walk out with my hands out like, okay, sorry, our ranger is a fucking quick draw and I think he's got something for her. Sorry. Jesus Christ, Zeno. Or no wait. Bela's tits, Zeno. Like, god damn, I'm taking your bow away.
She didn't even start the fight! You're crying. Alright, someone write down Vela's tits, Zeno. I'm gonna take your bow away. That's going on next week's.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good quote.
Alright, someone write that down for me, please, and text it to me. Make me a persuasion roll.
Oh
You know what? Here.
Yeah, I think you should.
no. That's probably a good.
You know what? And you can do, you know what? You can take your inspiration back because you got the quote of the game so far.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it? Oh no, what'd you do?
Is it bad? Is it double ones?
9. Like, okay, she was scouting because you guys left a fuck ton of traps. Like, Jesus. Bela, sweet ass.
What the?
Huh?
Was that 40-foot log really necessary?
No, says one of the men advancing with the shield and his sword over it. But it was fun.
Dude! Yeah, we didn't trigger it. We saw it first. You didn't hide it that well, but sure.
Hey, it's not meant for you. It's meant for trolls.
Yeah, it's not too. I did not need to see that.
Did you leave the troll, babe? All right, Tia, what do you do?
I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna put
Are
trolling
we-
on them.
Can we just not do this?
On your feet.
Just gonna get up.
No sudden moves.
Wasn't going to.
I'd hate for you to have a mouth in the back of your neck, too.
I hate that too.
Good. So happy we're in agreement. All right. Farah, are you sure about this? Does Farah have inspiration?
I would think
Yeah.
she would.
Okay, I'm gonna spend it too. Okay, good, because my original roll was a 4, and she's gonna step out behind you. He's always shooting too early.
In all sorts of ways.
I hear that's a problem with men. She got 17. Her stand-up career is gonna go somewhere.
God, she's amazing.
We're gonna just throw Zeno under that bus so hard.
What do you
All right.
expect?
He's a single male
He's
in a
rich
group of
boy.
females.
He's a rich boy half elf.
That's true. Like,
Those are all true things, actually.
true things about the Xeno. True facts. All right. So as you step out, the half orc down the way is going to keep an eye out on you. All right, come closer. Hands off your weapons. All right, you're just going to walk out.
Yeah.
Okay. Farah's going to walk with you.
If anyone trying to hit me, I'm gonna wrath of the thunder.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, here's hoping. All right, Mars. As you're rushing around the corner, what do you do?
I'm still remaining hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Whereabouts around now are we?
You're about at the corner, so you're halfway between where Tia is and where you were. Basically, so it's a square.
Yeah. Oh, it's a square. I was imagining circular. Sorry.
No, it's a square patch of 4 acres, and you basically have done this. So you've gone from one mid to the corner, and she's here. So you're basically halfway.
I'm still gonna stay hidden, but keep going closer and closer.
You can get within 30 feet of her, and still be in the tree line. Okay, so you're gonna do that.
But I'll hold any attack actions unless one of that group starts fighting again.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold my action. But if they don't attack us, I won't attack them.
Sounds good. And I have a held action, so I'm just going to... Well, not held, I have a readied action. And Zeno. Mars is dashing ahead of you. What do you do?
I'm following Mars.
Okay. Alright. You crouch down around the corner. You make your way around to where she slides down and hides. And...
I mean, MacLeod wasn't exactly trying to be quiet. In fact, she was trying to be as loud as possible.
So
You guys probably heard, your ears are burning, Zeno.
He's cursing under his breath. It wasn't my fault.
Kinda was.
Says the voice of Malia in your head.
Alright.
It's
Respond.
like the little angel on your shoulder.
Respond.
Kinda was.
Respond to the voice. Tone wasn't.
Oh god.
I mean, that much damage was kind of overkill.
You caused some trouble. Girly.
Me! How did I cause trouble? I just flew over, trying to figure out where...
This is a no-fly zone.
How was I supposed to know that?
Said no-fly zone.
Right. So...
They still skulking around?
Who? My friends?
Yeah.
Always.
Oh,
They're
well.
allergic. It's like they're allergic to open spaces.
In that case, and he'll pound his staff on the ground and then raise it, and suddenly, in a 60-foot circle around him, it's going to become daylight.
Oh, dang.
Darkness, no.
You can if you want to!
Yeah, darkness.
Are you actually going to?
I said they're allergic.
All
You're
right.
gonna have a
Spaces.
daylight darkness.
And
Uh,
wait.
Oh, no.
He's gonna do the thing of daytime. Daytime.
I'm the night. Okay, so let's take a look at the difference between these. So daylight, a 60-foot radius sphere of light,
Yeah.
spreads out from a point which is going to be the two of us.
Yeah.
You choose an object you are holding. It's going to be my staff. So it's basically the staff glows with daylight in a 120-foot diameter
Yeah.
circle.
Yep.
How much?
Okay, so Mars, you're going to crack that, and you have to cast that. I believe is level 1.
Level 2.
Ooh, level 2. So suddenly there's an inky patch of blackness that emerges inside of the woods, and then the daylight just
I can
crushes it.
No, I can choose a point of where the cube starts, because
Okay.
it's 15 by 15 cube.
Okay.
So if he's using his staff, it's also his staff.
Then it's going to die immediately because this kills
Oh.
any darkness of 3rd level or lower.
Boo! Okay.
I mean, it's a 3rd level evocation spell,
Okay,
so.
it was like a
So you're like,
reaction.
so you're just like, oh, darkness! It's like throwing ink at him, just, nah!
I
reaction
inked myself.
Eh!
Yeah, it was
You inked.
reflexive. I was like, ah.
Reflexive inking.
We're allergic
Yeah.
to open spaces.
And light.
Alright,
Yeah,
I need
basically.
you to reroll your stealth with disadvantage.
Boo.
For both of us.
Especially you, Mr. Gloomstalker.
So I rolled a 2, but
Did you
my
botch?
I didn't botch, but it's. I mean, if it wasn't disadvantage, I would have gotten that 20. So my disadvantage roll, that's going to be stealth, so 9, 27.
27? Okay, you're still hiding.
and I rolled a 2, but I add 13.
So 15.
Okay. So you're still
We're allergic to light.
I know.
you're still hidden, but you're like
We're trying real
Oh,
hard.
the light! It burns!
Nothing good happens in the light.
I will look over to the side.
I've been drinking way too much for this. Cassidy's going to say.
Yep, they're kind of allergic to light and open spaces.
Yeah.
That's why we put this here. Well, put.
Yeah, and why they're not out here yet.
Take him into the house. The rest of you, she'll say, swinging around to address kind of a semicircle that started with where the arrows came from the other side, are welcome to come inside as our guests as well. I do warn you, attack again. I'll feed you your own balls. Or I suppose, if you're the tiefling, I'll feed you your friend's balls.
Can you put the daylight away, please?
Actually allergic.
Okay.
Is that gonna be a persuasion roll?
Tia's literally just going, oh my god.
No.
Mally is also face bombed, just like.
You should be facepalming
I
that was
went
hilarious.
to look at where you were, and I rolled with advantage.
But what happened? What happened?
Hold on. I'm taking a photo of this shit.
You rolled 2 1s.
I rolled 2 1s.
Snake eyes.
I don't even know how the hell that's possible. I mean, math, but...
But
That is-
just the odds of that.
Snake
Like-
eyes, little dragon.
Like, I'm not even...
Who was looking though?
That was Cassidy, who's actually good at shit
Actually,
in her normal life.
can we do a pause to do like the bathroom?
In a moment, yes.
Yes, sweet.
Alright. And,
I need to pee for this next.
what did you say?
Can you put the daylight away, please?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, it's too bright.
Mally will just start giggling slightly.
Oh my god, why?
Freaking knife here.
Ooh.
That's not very nice. That expression.
Mally will call over. She'll let Xena, you're one to talk. Like, come on.
Zeno! Get your elf ass out here! You can leave your human ass behind.
I'd rather have the human.
Just don't half-ass it.
Just don't half-ass it!
And with that, he'll take a step out. He'll put his bow on his back, and he'll take a step out. My
Yeah,
human
I
ass
would.
is nice. So is my elephant.
So, Tia, this doesn't seem to diffuse any of the rumors that you guys are getting.
Take your inspiration back. Talking about your own ass.
No, that was her yassing.
Well, you switched to a different one now.
Alright, and with that, they're going to march
All
the
the guys
3 of
seem
you
to love
toward
you.
the building. Are you going to keep hiding, or are you going to join your friends?
I'm gonna keep hiding.
Okay.
Mars is shy.
As you were being
That's actually
walked,
incredibly useful though.
as you were being walked toward the building, one of them is going to turn to you. Actually, Cassidy's going to turn to you and say, "Tell your friend that if she makes any trouble, we'll make it back twice as hard."
Mars, don't do anything.
Don't move.
Don't touch anything. Don't speak to anything. Don't do anything.
Don't
I swear, she gets trouble just by breathing.
don't breathe.
Do enjoy the traps, by the way. There'll be no one there to pull you out of them.
I was like, I don't care.
Don't die. Whoa. Okay, anyway.
Alright,
I
and with
look
that.
forward to your hospitality.
And I think that's a good place to pause. So we'll be right back after these words from our toilet.
Yay.
Alright, so let us continue to game. Welcome back, Dear friends, the
Our
four...
friend who could turn into a deer.
Not anymore. The four of you are led inside of the farmhouse. It's larger than you would expect.
We're out of combat now, right?
Unless you choose to enter combat again, yes.
Oh, I would like to not be in combat.
Good to know.
You're escorted inside of the house, where there's a long table with a dozen chairs surrounding it, a raging fire in the corner, and another 3 or 4 people. Well, I say 3 or 4. There are 3 humans and a dwarf inside of here that are working. The dwarven woman is busy frying something over the fireplace. Looks back. Ah, you caught them! Good. She'll look over at you through a mane of wild blonde hair and say to you in an accented dwarven that speaks... you're a hill dwarf, right?
Yes.
So that speaks of the mountains. And she'll say, hey, we don't want any trouble from you. You understand me?
We didn't want any trouble from you.
Ah, that's not the sound of that. Look at Mad Hat.
Yeah, after he knocked our druid from the sky.
It's a no-fly zone!
How were we supposed to know that?
Flying above someone's house is rude.
Well, when they litter their forest with so many traps.
Ah, there's the operative word. Our forest.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no.
Listen, shorty. She'll walk up to you and bump you. Presses you back. Well, tries anyway. Let's see. What's your strength?
19.
All right, make me a strength roll. I have an 11. You're gonna... Okay!
14.
So she saunters up to you in her greasy apron and slams her chest into you and stumbles back a bit.
I'll just shoulders back.
She'll glare at you. She's around your age, roughly. But you're still shorter than me. Meanwhile, in
Obviously,
common...
you're not as busty though.
So, on your side of things, what you'll hear is... If you hear the boobies. Do either of you speak Dwarven?
No.
No.
Okay.
Watch
the
the two
movies.
dwarves just chest bump, and it looks aggressive.
It looks
Yeah.
aggressive and it looks very, very strange.
I mean, have you started teaching any of us Dwarven?
No.
Yeah, I don't think
This isn't the strangest thing we've seen.
No.
Oh,
How long does it take to teach someone a language?
A little while.
Takes a while.
Oh, that first one.
No. I'm
Oh
not
my
trying to
God.
pronounce that.
Thol Draptrude.
Bromantle.
I will shut the screen off. These names suck.
They do.
Yeah, they really do.
From now on, anytime that I misspeak and say there are X or X people here,
Assume it's the higher one.
I'm just going to assume that one of them is a dwarf, so they only count as half.
Why not a halfling?
I'll say, you know what? Oh my god, this is Tistin with a Y.
Tystyn.
Yeah, basically. There you go, Kristen.
Tystyn.
It's the same height.
Oh.
All right. She'll glare at you and spit on the dirt floor. Magma belly.
Lava blade.
Cragheart. Tristan Cragheart.
What a name.
Sometimes you need to come up with an NPC in the middle of the game.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, and as you enter inside of the room, the haste spell will fade off of you, and you'll both just kind of sag into a chair. Aye, that's probably for the best. Sit down. Alright, enough sass out of you. And probably you too. I have no idea what you were saying. Tristan, get back to cooking. Yeah, I'm doing my best. And, as you flop down, you do whatever you'd like, but Cassidy will round the table and throw her leg over one of the chairs.
Riker style?
Riker style.
Oh boy.
And we'll solder up. Reach out as one of her compatriots pours a delicious pint of ale.
More of our beer.
You almost did something very foolish.
He started it.
I wasn't talking about hurting him. I was talking about pissing me off. Right now I'm just irked. Whew. There's a kick to it. Alright, so we have a problem here. Now I could tell that you were lying to us from the start about your mission. So what's the truth?
Well, to be fair, I only started lying once you started lying.
Starting implies that I had a beginning, and I've always been a liar.
Yeah, so...
So be a truther with me.
Well, you see that lovely beer? That's what we were hired for.
Well, if you wanted some beer, you could have just asked for it. Do you want another mug?
No.
Not so much that... I mean, the guy who owns it wants all his casks back.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who owns it.
I'm sure he would dispute that.
He can come and get it back himself instead of hiring a couple of 5 second-rate mercenaries. Adventure Guild. Fancy doodads you've got. The bow, the bracers, the hammer. Positively glowing with magic. And whatever the hell you are, she waves a finger at Farah.
Can I be snooping around outside?
Are you trying to get near the house? Because there are still people outside.
Oh. How many are out there?
Presently, there are 4. 2 by a large bonfire outside, and then 2 kind of walking the perimeter about 15 feet from the edge of the woods. There's a gap between them.
When she...
The daylight is no longer outside, by the way.
When she does the and whatever you are, oh, she's a lovely bundle of sunshine, is what she is.
Where's the horny one?
Back in the woods, probably.
She's shy.
She'll probably die if she stays out there. Hey, not my fault.
I mean, she probably dies pretty much everywhere we go.
Meanwhile, back outside,
How many entrances are there to the house?
there are 2 that you can see.
Like a back door?
There's a front door and a back door.
Okay. And what else is in this area with the bonfire? Were there the carts?
There are a couple of carts right next to the building, as well as a small grain silo that's 3 stories tall.
Sorry.
Grain silo.
What's that?
It is a building, in this case made of concrete or poured stone of some kind, that is slightly domed. It's a place to store grain.
It's a big cylinder.
Big cylinder.
You know the site of the farm building with the tall cylinder next to it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a silo.
So how do you get at the grains? Like if you're actually taking it out?
It's basically just a big storage facility.
There's generally like,
There's usually a hatch at the bottom.
yeah,
There's a hatch? Okay.
yeah, don't mess with that.
Yeah, you can actually drown in grain if there is grain in there.
And you can also explode those
True, depending. I mean, do what you want.
extensively.
I just want
to see what's actually inside.
Sure. Give me a stealth roll to stealth across the field with disadvantage because you will be in. Well, it is night, so do it just normal.
I'm not gonna roll my Ricola.
Ricola.
Not sponsored.
7 and 10 is 17 plus it's my proficiency of 3. 20.
20?
Yeah.
All right.
Having heard what Cassidy said too about Mars, I'm kind of trying to look into it. It probably is better to have her where we can keep our eyes on her.
You cut your way across the field, hanging low into the deep ruts in the ground that once upon a time served some purpose, but now you don't think these fields have had anything in them for at least 4 or 5 years.
Or wasn't like cared for as a grain field, so it's probably like...
Not grain, something else here. You'd think like maybe onions or potatoes, tubers. Could have been pumpkins, squash, something like that.
Like low viney things?
Mm-hmm.
Or just in the ground? Okay.
Yeah. Definitely not tall. Definitely not something like wheat
Has it been
or
kept
corn.
clear? Because 4 or 5 years, that field would be really overgrown, wouldn't it?
It's fairly overgrown to about the mid calf, which is why she can make a pretty good run of it. As you do, one of the perimeter guards will turn around and shine a lantern in your direction. Just come out already. Jeez. And he'll start walking past you.
Yeah.
No, it's impossible to rein her in.
Just yell for her.
Do
Tell
you
her
mind
there's
if I...
food.
Okay, sorry.
She'll eat anything.
Cassidy, do you mind if I just step out to the doorway for a second? Okay. I'm gonna get up and go out. Mars! Food!
All right, so outside, you'll make your way around to the silo, and you can see that there is a large padlock on the front of it, about the size of both of your hands.
Would this be a key type thing that I've seen before, or is this weird? Like, real weird?
It's just it's a very heavy lock. It has the silo has a large bar type of latch that goes in front of it, and it is secured with a padlock with the actual locking mechanisms, like the bars of the lock, are about this thick.
That's a big lock.
It's a big lock. Looks like it opens with a key. You probably couldn't break this open. You might be able to pick it.
As I was thinking, is like, even if it was like a dagger or something, like, it'd probably be weird trying to...
A lockpick kit would do it, which you have, I'm pretty sure, right?
Thieves' kit, yeah.
Yeah. The only problem is you're looking at this, it's line of sight to the door of the house.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna...
But there must be something in there of importance. Why else would you put that big of a lock? Hi, Tia. That's freaking adorable, ain't it?
Amy! You're cute.
But what do I twirl? Oh, hey, Rookskate, how's it going? Yeah, no, sorry, I shaved. I twirl some. Here, I'm being you. I'll twirl this.
I realized that I could have tusks.
You could with pretzel tusks.
Pretzel tusks.
All right,
That's
so.
delicious.
Oh wow, there's a big chat about my beard. All right. So as you are investigating that that large lock on the grain silo, you'll hear Mars food from inside of the house.
From the doorway.
put the door
But
up.
yeah.
What do you do?
She's the only one at the door, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could see me.
Mm-hmm. You're still hidden.
I'm still hidden.
I'm pretty sure. Because there are a couple of people, like I said, still milling around and like hanging out by a bonfire that's nearby.
So could I try to undo the lock?
If you're quick about it, yes.
What should I do for that?
You should roll a disable device.
That's
So
supposed to
you're
hurt me.
so basically you're going to use thieves' tools,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be dexterity plus your proficiency bonus.
So just dex and proficiency?
Mm-hmm.
So my dex is 4, proficiency is 3, so that'll be 7 with 15.
15?
So that makes it 22.
22. All right, that's a little better. You start working on it. You can feel you've got 1 pin, 2 pins. There are quite a few pins on this one. This is a pretty intricate lock. Roll. Okay. You can hear the sound of footsteps coming. That guard with the lantern who passed you by before is headed back this direction. You've almost got it. Give me one more roll.
Do you have anything we can, like, wave out and, like, kind of entice her in?
12?
Mm-hmm.
One of the pins drops. You feel like you're getting close. The footsteps come a little closer. What was your stealth roll?
My stealth roll was 32 before.
Was it the one
Oh.
across the field?
It was 20 something.
Yeah, it was in the high 20s. 32 was the really good one.
Yeah, that was
It
way.
was
That was,
like-
Yeah, that one doesn't
Honestly,
apply
like
anymore.
27.
All
It was
right.
27.
Mars, you can get one more roll in before he's around the corner.
Can I spend my inspiration too?
Yes, you may. Please roll with advantage.
Sweet.
Like a drumstick or
I
like
want
some
in
bread.
this, okay? I am determined. And they're both 10.
Plus
7, so 17.
17. Okay.
Oh, God.
So you struggle with it, and it just doesn't want to give. It just doesn't want to give at all. And as you're about to lose your mind here, you see a light of a lantern shine around the corner, and the guard the bandit or the mercenary that's keeping watch is going to round the corner and look at you with his lantern. You can make me another roll if you'd like.
Top.
22.
And and the lock's gonna just like slide open as he's looking at you.
Don't. Persuasion?
Sure, give me persuasion with disadvantage, please.
Ow!
Oh god.
Don't tail twitch.
18.
He holds the lantern up, looking at you with his sword in his hand. Why not?
Do you want to see what's in here too?
I know what's in there.
What's in there?
Stuff! Don't do it.
Why?
Because I'm the guy with the sword!
I have a sword.
Oh god. He's gonna raise his sword toward you. Don't do it.
What happens if I do?
I'm gonna stick you.
Ooh, that's kind of hot.
Make me another persuasion roll. And with advantage, because I'm not expecting that.
Oh, that's not great.
Whoa.
10.
What?
Wave your tail.
Tail?
What? You gonna open the door?
Huh?
You gonna open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. I had a feeling you couldn't resist.
Oh no.
God, Mark.
So you're gonna
Resist.
slide it off, and the door is going to.
Can I be careful about it though?
I mean, you don't have much time. You gotta be kind of.
You don't have too much time. You
Okay.
basically can just open it a bit.
Will this be a sleight of hand? Try and do it quickly?
No.
No,
Okay.
it's
It's
kind of
a
rushed.
different
Okay.
thing.
So you're going to budge the door open about an inch. And at which point he's going to stomp his foot in front of the door so you can't open it any more than that. But you glancing inside, you're going to see that there are quite a few casks of ale. Hot or not, you're coming with me.
Thank you. Okay. Go.
He's going to march you back toward the house.
My tail's just gonna go like.
Oh boy.
Don't know if
I found
Malia
the
feels like she
I
has
found the ale.
Malia feels like there's this weird reason she should be face palming. I'm not quite sure why, but
So I'm just gonna be walking in and smirking like.
All right, so a moment later,
Mars.
Mars is going to be walked in by one of the guards at sword point.
Ah,
Mars, I thought we told you not to touch anything.
I found the ale.
Yeah, I thought we told you not to touch anything.
You tell me a lot.
we
of
found ale
things.
too. It's right in here.
I found like all the others.
Here. Can we get a...
Sorry?
I found more of the ale.
Great. Sit down, Cassidy says. She got into the yeah, I kind of assumed Barney. Sorry, he's new.
Really?
Why are you apologizing?
Because it's difficult to recruit out here.
Nobody wants to go to Fallonmore.
No.
Okay, so
Just idiots, really.
Yeah, not helping.
Why? We're kind of idiots. We came here.
Oh yeah, you said there's food. I see. No food.
Yeah, you took too long. Where were you?
all right, stew on the table.
I found the ale.
Tiston, and the dwarf will serve as one of the other mercenaries will at the back just slowly be sharpening his knife while watching you. By watching you.
Is there more of that meat in it?
I'm not going to waste perfectly good. You say meat or meat?
Meat.
There's some meat in the stew. Why wouldn't there be meat in the stew?
Oh, because I had some from before when you guys had it out there and it was really good.
Ah, yeah, the wolf meat. Yeah, we got plenty of that. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So,
No!
drinks.
Yes!
Cool.
Please.
5 half-full tankards of 5 half-full tankards of ale will be placed in front of you, and a full one for Cassidy. She'll drink very heavily. Oh no!
Oh no. Oh no. Drink. Get drunk.
Is it hot in here?
Nah, it's just you, babe.
She'll reach up to her collar and undo the lacing of her shirt, and just try to get some breathing room around her neck. Her cheeks are flushed. And as she stretches and leans back, can I get a perception roll off of everybody, please?
Oh, sure, totally.
Or insight.
Ooh.
Oh, even better.
Is
Haha!
that better for me?
12.
28.
23.
Well, dang.
Oh.
Perception is
Nat
better
20,
for me.
baby.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. 20. 20. It's 20.
Okay.
Yeah, 12.
As she leans back, a plate of stew will be set down directly in front of you,
Please don't.
Very food.
and that's going to distract most of your attention. The rest of you are going to see as she leans back, she'll do one of these numbers and stretch, and her now unlaced shirt is going to pull open a bit, and you'll notice that she has very heavy binding around her chest.
Interesting.
The way that the binding is pulling, she probably binds to allow better sword use. Those bindings are tight, which seems like a strange detail to drop, by the way, dear listeners, except for one thing with that insight roll. That was insight for you. Then anybody else have insight, or is it perception?
Perception.
What you're going to notice is she is very amply endowed.
Mm-hmm.
She has a great set of eyes. And in all ways matches the description that you were given by Jeffrey. Of course, before she was lacking certain features that are now exposed, or at least presented.
Right.
It was an odd observation, yes. It's a long story. You'd have to watch the last episode. Huge tracts of land. So yes, she now looks like the lovely maiden that was described by the undead knight.
Yeah.
So what are we to do with you?
Remind me, what was our deal with the Baron? What were we getting out of returning
You
the
were
sale?
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold
Pretty
for
hefty.
all of them? It was only if we brought all of them back.
Yeah.
Okay, not if we brought some of them back.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we're not bringing
Well,
them back.
he might prorate it. You never know.
Yeah, because you said he'd give us the money from winning the competition.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That sounded like
And
a
we're also
good-
running out of time, too.
Yeah.
This time was weird here.
Yeah, we don't actually know how long we've been here
It's true.
Yeah.
compared to outside.
So we could have already run out of time.
So,
Yeah.
you notice for sure, and you probably have clued that together. So what do I do with you? String them up! Maybe.
We surrendered. You?
Take all their goods!
What goods?
Why?
Magic hammer, magic arrows, all sorts of magic doodads. They would sell for a pretty penny if there was anybody who could pay for them around here.
There's no one who can pay for them around here. Pretty sure.
Not the count?
Joke's on you, I am the goods.
Just to use you.
Mars.
I've seen better.
Eh.
Hey, it's peer reviewed, okay?
It is not.
It totally is. I've got more laid than you.
Yeah, we haven't peer reviewed you. That's what that means.
Yeah, we have.
No, you've been reviewed by prostitutes, but
Same death.
yeah, just don't use the word peer, please.
Okay, Mom.
I'm gonna need another ale. Cassidy drinks another one.
So,
I did when we first encountered her.
You
so
did, and she gave you a weird look.
She did react that way.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Kind of a very like, what?
Cool.
But it was there was a bit of a pause. You just rolled really poorly on your insight roll. Yeah, but out of character. Good job.
Sweet.
anyway,
So give me some ideas what I should do with you instead of just helping. We've been trying to grow tomatoes out back. I could use some fertilizer.
you need sunlight for tomatoes.
Sunlight! Mad Hat stamps his staff against the ground. No!
Oh!
I can do it!
Outside.
Outside! And
Right,
like,
it does the tomatoes any good.
yeah.
I can grow tomatoes indoors. Yeah! He's
but
gonna
they're not
cough
indoor
up a
right
glob
now.
of blood.
You should get that looked at.
I'm gonna go rest this off. And he's gonna walk over. He's gonna go upstairs.
That's, yeah.
So, again, why are you here?
I think we just told you. We're here to get the beer.
It's my beer. I don't want to give it to you.
The Baron's beer.
Semantics.
And it was...
He's in a different country.
And this was captured on the road, traveling.
After it crossed into Fallonmore, yes.
When Fallonmore's borders are unlawfully expanding.
Also, the wagon tracks never actually went into Fallonmore.
Yeah, I kind of got...
They were on the sunny side of the road.
Yeah, it got dragged in.
Well, things shift.
So... I mean, we'll happily get out of your hair. We just need to take the beer.
How much is it worth to you?
I mean...
How much is he paying you?
Do you know much about the Baron?
I know enough.
Huh?
I know enough.
What do you know?
I
He seems
know.
weird.
He is weird. He bought a barony in the middle of the lowlands. Why would you do that? It's stupid.
Right?
There's nothing around here but Gothic castles
Yeah.
and onion fields
And some sort of vampire.
Aesthetic.
and barley. Lots of barley and malt and hops. There's a lot of... I mean, that's why there's so much beer around here. There's nothing else that likes to grow. Some
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can't get any tomatoes growing.
And certain moving castles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the... Yeah.
Right?
That's...
Wasn't that near here?
I'm
We
a
just
little...
saw
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
we did
pretty close to
recently.
here.
Yeah, it won't come close.
Count.
Does it have a route?
What?
Is it just like
Ow.
free traveling, or does it have a route?
No,
Is
there's
it guided?
there's barriers that are set up to keep it away.
Yeah. What kind of barriers? Like, what does it do?
What to?
Well, like, how does a barrier keep something that large
Magic?
out?
Bing bong. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, just keeps it's a bad smell. Keeps the beetle away.
Who set up the barrier?
I don't know, some old hags.
Okay, because one of those hags is dead.
What?
Right.
Yeah.
Which one?
The one
It's a green one?
Near the
The windmill.
the windmill.
You killed Tallulah?
Well, I mean, she tried to eat her.
She
first.
literally tried to eat her.
She was cool.
No, she was trying to eat
She
you.
was literally
Oh.
about
She
to
had
like
the knife that close
eat
to
your
your face.
face.
She probably was just gonna skin her and wear her face.
I mean,
You would have lived.
Yep.
Sort of.
So
Sort of. So
Oh,
yeah, there was that weird
does that
thing
worry
with a
you,
little
Cassie?
heart.
yeah, you found that thing that was bleeding.
Yeah.
Was that the thing?
sorry?
Does that worry you, Cassie?
It's Cassidy.
Cassidy, sorry.
That's not short for like Cassandra or something,
No. Her name's Cassidy.
right?
What are you getting at? Why do you keep saying that name?
Cassidy.
We met this
Yeah,
old knight hanging in a tree.
Cassidy.
Yeah. What was this? Yeah.
Cassie.
What?
His name was Jeffrey.
Yeah.
For his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't too bright, but that may have been the
No.
undead part.
What?
But he was kind of cool, though.
Yeah, he
It
was
is
very
true.
friendly.
What are you talking? What?
Sir
We ran
Jeffrey.
into a tree with a
Yeah.
knight hanging it.
Mm.
A skeleton.
So he got cut down.
By accident.
We didn't realize he was still kind of.
And then he came to life
undead.
again. It was like,
Don't-
what the hell?
What?
Yeah.
I
He's
think he may have
an
walked into a
undead
swamp.
undead knight.
Yeah. He wasn't
Where
really
is he?
bright.
Tell me where he is.
He
He's
went
out
the
there.
other path.
He
when
wasn't
we
smart.
headed towards.
Right.
What?
We pointed him towards out of Fallenmore.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, said he was gonna go find his sister,
Yeah.
You sure?
and he's gonna give like a full on like elven eyebrow raise when he says he's gonna go. He said he's gonna go find his sister.
Just the one going up.
The one just
rising into the
I
hairline.
totally imagine like the World of Warcraft elves
Look like the antennas.
just like just in that moment.
He was quite friendly.
Yeah,
Oh,
said his sister was super nice.
just kind of simple-minded.
Mm-hmm.
beautiful eyes, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful eyes.
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 Yes. Lots of emphasis there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left her in Leak Hollow, he said, and
Yeah.
ran afoul.
It was a very sad story,
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
right?
Yeah.
He's a nice
A few
guy.
mistakes.
Yeah. He traveled with us for a little bit, but then he left us when we heard your band of mercenaries up at the camp.
You let him go off by himself.
Not much we
I
could have
mean,
done.
He was heading into a marsh.
Yeah, I turned him
We tried-
around from
yeah.
that.
We
He
stopped him.
he seemed very adamant to go that way.
I turned him back out to the
Yeah.
path back.
So is he in the marsh or not?
I don't
I don't
know.
think so.
Probably not.
Unless he
Well-
turned back around again.
I was kind of
You-
hoping that we'd run into him again. He's kind of funny.
I liked him. He was
What?
a nice guy.
He's around,
Well,
hanging around.
you were where the road you were on when we met you.
Mm-hmm.
One side of it headed into a swamp,
Yeah,
And
we
then
went
it
into the
was a
swamp
tea.
of sorrows.
and then it was there was a T. There was a path that came up to it, and then swamp that way. You guys that way. we turned him back down the path.
Oh,
He tried to walk into the swamp.
He tried
And
to
I was
walk
just
into
like,
the
you're gonna
swamp.
Tea. Tiston, give me a cup of tea.
Oh, here you go.
More
That's
beer.
that's.
That's more
I've had enough.
beer.
I need to.
Well, that was fun.
How much is he paying you?
How much is who paying who?
How much is the Baron paying you?
Wasn't it 500 for the lot?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh. Make me a bluff check.
Is this gonna be like a group
Do you
check?
have bluff?
There's no
There's
such
no
Deception.
thing.
bluff. There's no
Yeah,
bluff.
deception.
You can make a group deception roll.
Yes, please.
Sure.
No, to not
Oh, damn.
me.
Oh no.
28.
Hot damn.
19.
6.
18! That's what I get from a
19.
nat 20!
And I get a 6.
Just,
Woohoo!
I have a 10 in deception plus my proficiency.
Oh my god. That's nonsense.
Are you gonna sell the 500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
500.
I don't know.
Figured it wasn't necessarily great, but it's better than our last job paid.
Tell you what,
That's right. The last job paid us nothing.
this job might pay you nothing too.
Mm-hmm.
We've still got a good 10 full casks.
Mm-hmm.
Are we friends now?
I would love to be friends.
Good.
You seem like a
To be
lovely
friends.
person.
Then let's do this a nice and easy way. Why don't we do it this way? You tell me everything you know about Jeffrey,
Okay.
and we will play. And she'll reach into her pocket and pull out 3 iron dice. We'll play for the beer. We'll play Three Sisters.
Oh wait, did I play this before?
So Three Sisters is a fun game where you roll 3 dice.
In that dungeon crawl once.
Maybe. I just invented the
think
game
so.
this afternoon out of character.
I
So.
think that was the Empress.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was a different game. That was Queen's Corners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
So
either-
Three Sisters is a game based on 3 goddesses. And the way that it works is you roll 3 dice and you tally the totals. You can keep raising as much as you want. However, when 2 numbers come up the same, that means that those dice are locked. You can't roll them again, but you keep rolling that extra one. It rolls until that number comes up the same. When the 3rd sister shows up, representing the 3 goddesses,
Yeah.
then the person with the highest score at that point wins.
Okay.
It's basically like blackjack with 3 dice.
Okay.
We'll do it, and if you win, we'll split the beer with you. You can give us 250 gold and take the rest with you.
I mean, that actually
Sounds
sounds
fair to
pretty
me.
fair.
And if we win, you have to give us one of your magic doodads and get the hell out of here in the morning. No beer.
I wish I had that magic coin still.
Yeah, you loved that
The
thing.
magic coin is good.
Yeah. No, she'll say that out loud. I wish I still had that magic coin.
Well, too bad.
Yeah.
All right, Winter.
Hi.
Actually, guys, do you want to roll the metal dice or do you want to roll these red ones?
Red ones.
Yeah,
Okay, right
red
ones?
ones.
Okay. Then I will pass these over to you.
I find that the middle dice sometimes they're just not really good at rolling.
And you're closer to the microphone than me. All right. What do you say? Who wants to play a game with me?
Who's best at rolling? Because I'm not.
Not tonight.
Oh, it's not like we get any.
You could try to do a sleight of hand or something.
I have really
Yeah,
good sleight of
don't you
hand.
get like... Because
yeah.
if being a thief, don't you
Do
have
you have-
proficiency with like dice gaming kits?
Do you have do you have proficiency with gambling? Because it's a separate skill.
It's a gaming kit, I think. It's under...
No.
It's based on your background usually.
Yeah. What was your background?
Jeweler or craftsman.
Oh, okay.
Folk hero.
Oh, it was folk hero. That's right.
I thought that one was based on. Yeah, maybe not then.
But you could always try a sleight of hand roll to try to cheat, or you could just trust in fate. So you could roll it off. You could roll it off. You could. I mean, any of the 5 of you could. Although I prefer fair enough, so I'm not just rolling against myself.
Well, what have I got here? Hold on.
You could just honestly just roll the dice, so we could play the game normally.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
my sleight of hand.
Because I literally have.
But if she
gaming
catches
set
you, you
dice.
lose the game.
Oh,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
but that's 13, and then whatever I throw on
Yeah.
that.
Well, but she's probably used to cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe just roll.
That's fine.
Maybe just roll them normally.
So you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Ready? 3 little goddesses coming down the way. Shit.
So you got 2 4s.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Okay.
so you can re-roll this last one.
Yep. And so count that up. So how many do you have there?
8 and 2, so 10.
10. Okay. And you can re-roll the last one. So keep going.
And 5.
Okay. So add that to the total. And
Okay, I'm counting.
okay. And you can roll again until it hits a
Keep
4.
rolling.
That'd be 15 plus 6
Okay, keep
Keep
rolling.
You keep going until you hit a 4.
plus 3 plus 1
Oh shit.
plus 3
Oh my god.
plus 6
Oh man.
plus 4.
Okay. And
Okay.
the final score. Okay.
So, 15.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. Okay. What is she at?
38.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Might as well calculate it.
Okay. So she'll run you through the first time,
Okay.
Yeah,
and she'll
38.
keep. You hit 38, and she makes it a bit higher than you at 52.
Okay.
God damn it.
No. It's 3 sisters. It's always 3. Who wants? Are you gonna keep
Best
going?
of 3?
It's always best of 3 with 3
You wanna
sisters.
try?
I want to try. Let me give this a shot. I've had my rounds of gambling before.
You have the smell of a mercenary on you.
Two 6s.
Okay.
So 6, 6, 1, so 13. Plus 1.
Okay.
Plus 5. Plus 2.
Okay.
Plus 3. Plus 6.
All right.
Don't think that was quite as high, but
All right. So you've got that.
30.
30. Okay. So 2 4s and a 2.
Yeah, because I guess if she wins this one, she wins.
Unless I rolled a third 4 and totaled out a 14.
Okay.
You going, God girl?
Might as well.
So what is that? That's
Oh,
6,
this is
7,
intense.
10.
The entire job hinges on gambling.
It's what our party would do.
Oh no. Okay, how many rolls you got?
I don't know.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Christine. Christine.
Go, Malia! Go, Malia!
No,
This
that's
is
a
so
2.
intense.
There.
there you go.
What'd you get?
I haven't counted it. I just
Oh,
finished
sure.
the time pay.
Ah.
Oh no. Oh my god,
I feel like
Kelly.
Kelly's just messing with us at this point.
No, I actually did roll that entire way.
Oh.
But it could have been a bunch of 1s. Or 2s. 57.
Good night.
Someone going to bed?
Yeah, someone says
Good night, chat.
Night.
All right. She rolls,
Nose?
looks down to your total.
Nose?
Yeah, I saw something.
What did you think?
55.
Thieves can't. Thieves can't.
57. Wow,
That's 2 out of 3. No.
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 that was 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Well,
Good game.
So you want to hear all about Jeffrey?
And I also want to hear the sound of 250 gold on the table.
Alright.
But first, you're not going to take back a half-empty keg.
Fuck no.
Let's drink,
Drink
up. All right, and you guys are going to drink through the night. You're going to tell her about Jeffrey.
I will
Yep.
narrate
Yep.
the entire
We will-
story as I know it, which
Yes.
I could probably actually do that legitimately right now.
Because I,
So-
don't believe it.
I accidentally went crack through his head. I was like,
So-
ah!
Sir Jeffrey DeMel.
I like that game.
And if you add that up, Cassandra D,
Yeah.
Cassandra DeMel, or Cassie D,
Yeah.
right? Throughout the night, she'll get drunk enough to tell you the basic story of when her brother died. She made a deal with the Raven Queen to protect him.
Aw.
It didn't take quite the way that it was expected.
Usually that way.
And in return, for a human, she's looking pretty good as a woman in her late 70s right now.
No.
Huh.
That's not the age we were told that she was last time.
She was in her teens,
She was like 19.
19 plus the 60
When
years.
he was alive.
Yeah.
I guess she'd be in her late 60s then.
Though he was very confused about just how long he
Lots
was
of
asleep.
things.
That's
Yeah,
true. But then
okay.
I said that the picture was at least 60 years old. You think?
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's a confusing timeline because it was confusing because I forgot that he was doing his own.
Yeah.
He was dead well.
Okay.
So
So she's much older than I thought she was.
yeah, because she can't die
Oops. Okay.
easily.
Guess that's something to do with the 9 lives.
Yeah. Also the Bane,
Yeah.
which is slowly eating away. So they will give you 10 of the kegs.
Nice.
Alright.
And as they are loading up the cart for you, so say you found this, and oh, my head. She'll gesture over to her half-orc friend, Ava, who will turn, look at some of the empty casks, and just snap her fingers, and they'll explode.
Wait. Before we go. I also found stuff off of his body, didn't I? His stuff?
Oh,
Yeah.
I pull out the syringe with the blue stuff in it. And I ask her if she knows what that is.
Oh, that's a good question.
There was an alchemist that was working, I think a necromancer, dabbling in that kind of things in I can't find the note with what the town's name was. It
Is
was
the place he left her?
yeah,
Bleak Hollow.
Bleak Hollow. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's on page 1.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a glass syringe with a blue liquid.
I don't think it does anything good. I'd keep it away from anything undead if I were you.
Undead?
Good to know.
Probably. And she'll step back under the awning of the house to block the sunlight from reaching her.
I will,
Oh, and do you
Give them a
want
little extra.
this?
for the fact
It's
that
a
they're letting us take
picture
the
of
card.
the
Yeah,
self-portrait
as well.
of the little girl and the armored man. Did we give it back to him?
I don't
No.
Don't think so. So
No,
why
you
don't you
didn't.
give it
I
to
thought it
her?
was weird that you walked off with it, so.
I forgot
I'll give it back to her.
that we even had it, so.
Oh, hey, you kept that?
Yeah,
Thank you.
I keep a lot of weird things.
And do me a favor.
Mm.
The werewolves,
Mm-hmm.
keep it between us.
Sure. That can just not be said.
It helps keeps oh god, I'm all over. It helps keeps bandits off the road.
You want a heal spell?
Yeah.
I earned this.
Sure.
I'd rather enjoy it.
Have we
Good
figured out how
memories.
we're paying the gold? Just out of character, did we figure that
We did not work that out, but
250 gold, sweet cheeks.
what have we got on us?
I feel like Zeno should help pay for this one.
You.
What's in the group funds? Didn't we have a group funds?
We do have group funds.
Just take it out of that.
Yeah.
Instead of splitting it.
We have 231 gold in our group funds.
Well,
Alright, everybody
that's a
chip on
good
a little
chunk of it.
extra then?
I can top in a little.
And then I'll top it up with platinum.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So one plot. Everybody throw in 10, or you're just gonna top it up.
I'm
with it?
gonna top it up with.
Okay.
with
So
platinum.
how much are you gonna give her total?
I'd say raise it up to 300.
300.
Yeah, we're taking the cart.
Yeah.
And she's letting us take the cart instead of being dick and be like, well, you got the 10 casks, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
And she's cool.
And she's... We've
So
had
it's
friends...
10
I
gold
kinda like
per
her.
platinum piece, right?
I like her.
Okay.
Well, you all be safe.
You as well.
Which, you said there was like a ward around this space sort of thing?
Yeah.
Was it in conjunction with the hags?
Yeah, they're the ones who put it up. The hags aren't actually that bad if you're from here.
You might want to go check on the green one then,
Yeah.
because her place was just falling apart.
It was not good.
And make sure that like that ward's still standing if you're trying to avoid counting a countess.
What, Laio?
Yeah, that one. Oh, sorry. Do you know anything about the brands on that couple?
Oh, what couple?
The werewolves.
Up the hall. Up the
Oh, the
way.
ones you were talking about last night when we were drinking.
Like they were legit werewolves.
They really were werewolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably
Why would they have been branded by the count?
because they're monsters.
They're
He keeps track of his monsters.
Not
Oh.
anymore.
because they're not werewolves anymore.
Okay.
Huh.
What?
Horses are fun.
Oh. Okay. I wonder if he'll notice.
Well,
However,
don't worry about them anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Never mind. Yeah.
Have a great life.
Maybe we'll run in again.
And
That was
enjoy
fun.
your corner of Fallonmore.
I always do.
We're gonna go.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
If you take the road on the other side of the field, it'll get you out of here in about an hour.
Awesome.
That
Sounds
sounds
good to me.
Great. Thanks.
You'll be back at Drakenfest or Draktoberfest within.
Here's hoping it's not like 2 weeks later.
Huh?
Time seems to work differently. I don't know.
Oh no, it's fine. It's
Okay.
actually a little slower. It's weird.
Alright.
Huh.
Here's hoping.
Cool. Then we should probably go.
Yeah,
Let's
let's go.
actually successfully complete one job.
Please.
All right. Now I say she's blocking her eyes from the sun, but it's a misty gray sky day.
Yeah.
But
She's just really hungover.
she's really hungover, and it's got that weird thing where the semi daylight is reflecting off the mist, so it's kind of like you're in a halogen bulb.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is
awful.
it super glary?
It's just everything's glary and uncomfortable.
I hate glare.
I hate that. That's awful. So did she also provide horses, or did they just give us the cart?
You've got the couple of like the pack mules.
Okay, I was worried I was gonna have to wild shape into
That would be
four-wheel drive
faster.
horses. Yeah, keep the horses.
Can you actually
Yeah,
right
let
now,
them
though?
keep the mules.
Well, I mean,
It's
we
a
were
good
there
day.
for a whole night,
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, my spell
so
should
I
be back.
feel like this counts as a long rest. Probably.
And so does that mean?
Oh yes, it absolutely does.
So our hit points are restored too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
all of them, or
Well, we could, yeah, as we were resting and all that.
Yep. You slept in a bit the next
Yep.
day
Alright.
because
Probably
you were
due to
pretty
hangover.
drunk.
Yeah. And yeah, cool. Then I will wild shape, and that'll give me like
What do you shape into?
A green tugger.
A Clydesdale.
I'm literally gonna change into a horse.
A green horse.
All right, you change into
A
a
horse.
horse of a certain color, and Mad Hat waves his hat at you.
I will scuff at the ground and
You're a pretty pony.
What? Did
Well,
you do that defiantly?
yeah.
To not sound like a pony?
Yes.
I was gonna ask if I could feed you an apple, but I suppose the nays have it.
MacLeod will just start dying on
And
top
I
of the
think
cart.
that's when you guys are going to
I'm just gonna start
arrive.
leaving.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good.
So as I, yeah, you laugh and suddenly have a dunk,
as the horse goes.
Oh, I was leaning
I'll
forward,
just
so I'm
wave.
fine.
Or alternatively, you fall forward.
No,
that's
because
fine.
the jerk would be going back, so it just sits me upright.
Yeah, that's true. The question is how
That's
far
not
backwards
quite
does it have knock you?
I'm at to play.
I think I was fully prepared for the fact that you would try and get revenge
Yeah,
for
probably.
laughing at you.
Nays defiantly.
And true enough, within a few hours later, just cresting noon, you will arrive back at Drucktoberfest.
Still in full swing.
Oh my god, the crowds have actually grown a significant amount. You can see that there are a number of people who have arrived and are just strung out in the gutters and alleys of this little town. Just completely drunk, completely groaning, even though there's a little bit of rain in the air. And people are having a great time.
Oh, so I would have kept some of the remains of those shattered casks
Okay.
on the cart just to prove that, look, they were destroyed.
And before long, you'll find yourself pulling up in front of the Baron's tent. His guards will inspect the casks and motion you into the tent with their spears. And as you approach the bright vermilion curtains, a mailed glove will jut out and sweep them aside as the Baron steps out directly in front of you. Baron! My friends! Greetings, greetings! Mein Bier!
Beer!
Mine beer.
Ah, 1, 2, 3. Ah, I do not count 12.
Fortunately, when we got there, those are the remains of the casks.
Did you... The werewolves.
Yeah.
Did you take care of them?
We didn't get all of them. We got,
We got two.
And the rest, they just weren't there. We could hear them in the distance, but they must have been out hunting. And we managed to grab a hold of this and get out before they came back.
Well,
The brewery was okay though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And your horses are in the brewery stable.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everyone make me an insight roll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you lose one of your number?
No.
19.
19.
Yeah, 19.
9.
Wait, is
You-
Farron not here?
Farrah's here.
Oh.
He's
We have
right
a
now.
horse.
So as you're sitting there, you start thinking back. Well, the brewery is okay. Wait, wasn't there a missing brewery person?
Didn't catch any sight of them.
And then you recognize that one of the guards that was walking around outside was probably pulling a double agent. You recognize the Baron's insignia, like the beer's insignia. You remember seeing it on one of them, but you guys were drunk and not looking around in the combat. So anyway, I'll just solve that mystery out of character real quick.
Fortunately, whoever your missing person was, we never came across them.
Well, hopefully they're okay. Well, ten is not 12, but
It's also not 0.
it's not 0.
Should still be plenty for you to win.
It will be a close call. But 10 is not 12. What do you think 12 is worth, and what do you think 10 is worth?
I could work at the table for you. I'm also very charming.
Prove it. Charm me.
Oops.
Where is the other one?
Tia's gonna head push, like,
Tia,
full body, like, full head, like, you're gonna be staggering a bit there.
21.
You got a 1.
21.
21?
Mally's
There's
gonna
the
reach
other
up and tweak your mane a little. Tia, turn back. Now. Come on. You don't get your share if you don't turn back.
Here.
Switch back.
Yeah.
Fine! Ruin all my fun.
Oh, there'll be plenty of time for fun later, Liebchen.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry?
Did you say something?
He'll brush a hand back through his blue fins.
I need to say something.
Yes, there'll be plenty of time for fun later. Well, 1,000 gold pieces is a lot of money. And even if you're working the table, I'm afraid that's probably not acceptable.
No, I'll still do it anyways. Gets me out of a date.
Sorry.
But that doesn't remind me. It would be, where I come from, we have a
What do
term.
we need to do about it?
We have a term called sexist, right? It would be very sexist of me to assume that you would have to wear a skimpy barmaid outfit. And,
I'll at 7 to figure it out.
She wears skimpier for...
yes. But I would also need you to do it.
Do it with me.
Oh!
Oh, I would definitely do that.
Team
Good.
Skimp.
All right.
Team Skimp.
Both of you
What's
will work
going
for
on
me.
here?
And tell you what, I will make you a deal. You put yourselves in harm's way, and although you did not succeed to the fullest, you succeeded quite well. So, for that, we will make a deal.
So, how do you seduce someone?
Oh, honey.
I can't do that!
What am I missing?
I have no idea.
Girl talk, I'm sure. What is the deal you're proposing?
The deal I was proposing is
What am I saying?
my prize money will be 1,000 gold pieces. For you, I think that is fair to give you 900. Also, while you're working here, you will need a place to stay. I happen to own the inn. Your suites will, of course, be complimentary as a thank you for your time.
Yes.
Sorry, I just want to say you have beautiful scales.
Yes, thank
A
you.
very prominent brow.
Thank
Okay.
you.
But
Tia,
on
we're
top,
working
but
on
on
a deal
top
right now.
of
Do I?
your scales,
Like they glisten.
Tia,
It's
we're working on a deal
gorgeous.
right now.
masculine hair. It's perfect.
I was thinking we could get to know each
I
other
thought he had
better
white hair.
later when we were.
Blonde.
I
My
think
shy
she's asking you
champion
on a date.
She's not used to this sort of thing.
Oh.
I don't ask people on dates. Is that
No.
what I'm doing?
Yeah.
That's what.
Oh.
Yes, that's what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Well, decorum would state that
I thought we could become better friends.
Yeah.
We'll cross the table for you, so you don't need to worry about the table.
Yeah. We got it.
Yeah. Well, in that case, what I can do for you as well, you're heading after this to Onion.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It is quite some ways. You, even with your horses, which I received word that your horses are... Oh, you probably would have picked them up on the way.
No.
No, because they're the opposite way.
Yeah.
Your
So-
horses are there. I can have your horses brought here.
Yeah. We left them there as we didn't want to. We'd already
Endanger them.
Yeah.
We'd already been dipped into Fallonmore once on the way, and
Look.
figured
After this,
They would
I
not
would
survive.
greatly appreciate if you
My hair's down. Wear braids.
would accompany me
Those
back
braids.
to... back to the barony. It's not very far from Onion.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
quite a bit closer than here. And I would, of course, pay for the chariot that would reach there
Okay, that's fair.
if you would be amenable.
I think we would
Sure.
Yeah, I
like
think
to
that
be
sounds
amenable.
fine.
That sounds lovely.
Mhm.
Thank
You-
you.
She's very amenable.
Mars.
I imagine so.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's settled. I'll pay for the rest of your stay at Draktoberfest.
Oh,
I will
thank you.
help you with your transport, and
You are
Right,
The nine-
insight roll this.
you are very generous.
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, but
24.
20, jeez.
Insight is my skill.
He's a little thrown off guard by the Tia flirt. I'm not gonna lie.
But does he seem to be like he's got ulterior motive and trying to pull one over on us, or is he just
No,
kind of,
he's trying to be a nice guy. You
Oh.
think?
but not like spend too much of his prize money?
Well, he
Well,
was
he's
going to
giving
give you
us both,
1,000, but he's trying to be fair with you because you did.
Not fully complete what
You
he
didn't,
asked.
so he can't do it according to his own
Yeah.
Mhm.
beliefs. But you have a feeling that without the flirting, he probably would have offered you less.
Yeah. All right.
So you probably buttered him up to 900.
Mates.
All right, that sounds very good.
Sounds fantastic. I am looking forward to trying some more beer. Let's,
Well, in that
let's
case-
win you this prize.
Where do we get our outfits?
Well,
Wait,
Please.
outfits?
yeah.
Are we?
Would you like to participate as well?
I will help man your counter if
She
I
could be
get
the
to try the
manager.
other stuff.
I would be
But I
honored
will do
for
it
some...
as a proper brewery.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ah.
I imagine you would, Malia Sunswan.
Yeah.
I know your father.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Okay, how recent have you talked to him?
Recent enough.
XL2, was it?
No, but
Very good.
I'm not exactly thrilled about the whole Vela thing.
I tell you what, stay here.
Oh.
Stand right here. And he will wander off back inside the tent.
I'll kind of rest my hand on my hammer handles, kind of going, alright.
What was your father's brewery?
Oh,
Was it
God.
Gold Brewer?
Yes, that was the family name, Gold Brewer.
And he will walk back.
What?
Here. For you. And he will thrust a tankard out at you. It's your father's. It's one of the first beers you ever drank.
Oh. Oh.
I have a cask from your father that I bought maybe 10 years ago.
Good year.
Yeah, and it keeps surprisingly well.
He's had lots of practice.
I thought you might like that since it's probably been a while since his daughter's been back there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
No.
Thank you.
It's no problem. The Gold Brewers are very good. But as you'll soon see, my beer is a bit better.
Oof. Them's fighting words.
Well, we'll have to see. You're gonna have to prove it.
You gotta win.
Well, that is the easy part. Now let's get you in your outfits. With that, why don't we call game there?
Sounds
And
good.
We'll pick it up next time as you guys have the horrible realization of what this carriage is.
Oh no.
It's a prison card, isn't it?
Oh no, way worse. So we're going to call it there. So we'll see you in 1 week for Generic Fantasy setting number 17735. I don't know what next session is going to be, but you are going to be going to the Baron's Barony,
Okay.
and which is actually fairly close to Onion. So I think you'll be reaching Onion within a couple games.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Nice.
excited.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have a good old-fashioned Dungeons and Dragon adventure. Single dragon, maybe one dungeon. You never know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I
Yeah.
know.
Then one dragon.
This dragon has a date, so it might not be single for very long.
Yeah, we need to talk about
You need
that.
to know.
Are you?
Did you catch the part where Christine was going? He's trying to was whispering,
He's trying to cheat us. He likes you.
and I was literally rolling wisdom to be like, does she figure out what Malia
I'm
is
wondering what Tia's
figuring
gonna
out?
do about this.
Oh god, it's gonna be a disaster.
Are you
And then
gonna
she's
ride a
like,
dragon?
What?
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 Actually, what a dragon?
Ride.
God.
The Dragon Master.
Yikes.
All
How
right,
does
so that's
Farah feel about this?
very
Confused.
She probably thinks you're selling yourself too short.
Oh.
You could do worse than my great 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 grandnephew.
God damn it.
He's pretty great. I'm sorry. He's very flamboyant. Who wants a blue scale ride? I do. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Have a fantastic night. Bye. Mwah.